All right. Gonna wait a couple minutes, get some people in here. I have a special guest coming up. I actually have two special guests today, but we'll get into that in a minute. Uh oh shit, I gotta do an intro and get my cues up. So hang on a second here. Let's do an intro. And then we'll get into why I decided to do a live today. All right, welcome everybody. Gonna wait for special guests to come on in before I get started. But I'm gonna introduce one of my special guests right now. Of course, it's Bernie. Bernie, how are you?
Good.
Good. And so good. You could have did Man Bear Pig's voice yesterday, Bernie.
So good.
And so good.
Uh,
So hey, Bernie, what do you think of Man Bear Pig?
He's a fucking moron.
Wait. She can't say it with a straight face. Go ahead, say that again.
He's a effing moron.
Hey, welcome on in, everybody. I see we got the media here. Keeper says Bernie called. Yes, Bernie's here. And no, I didn't make her go to work today. Keeper, how dare you?
No.
Ellie is here. The media is here. Ellie, the media. Oh, look who's here. This is my next special guest, Judge Janky. Um, we might have a sham hearing later too, Judge Janky. It's Flea. Flea, how are
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there. A lot going on, but I got the funniest fucking thing ever today. Well, not the funniest thing ever, but super funny video that I don't want to say the name out loud of my source because they didn't say if I could, you know, say their name, but say my name, say my name.
Say
But they
my
sent me.
name. Say my
That's
name.
right. That's right. They sent a
Uh-oh.
clip.
Wait a sec. Do I have an echo? Chat, is
No,
there an
no,
echo?
no
Okay.
echo, no echo,
All right.
no echo.
Okay.
Okay, okay, okay. How are you? How are
Shut your
you?
pie
How are
hole.
you?
Shut your burrito hole.
Do you want me to flick him for you, Flea?
Please,
Yes, please.
please.
Thank you, Bernie. Hello, sweetheart.
Ouch, ouch. How dare you? All
I
right.
got you.
Let me get done welcoming everybody into chat. Kim is here. Shiny Metal Shackos, aka Fuzzy, is in the house. Moth Meringue. Let's see who else. Laura Lottie's in here. Mom needs a beach house. Um, let's see. Brenda Baldoff, one of my favorites in there. What's up, Brenda? Nice to have you
I
here.
always want to say, Mom needs a bitch house
I
because that
know.
is, in fact, what I need. I need a place to go
I need a
bitch.
beach house. Yeah. Jojo Bananas in the house. What's up, Jojo? Jojo has great music. I don't know if you had a chance to check out Jojo's channel, Flea, but holy shit, some great music there.
No,
Um,
I know. I know.
yeah,
I think I commented under one of her songs how awesome I thought she
yeah,
was.
she's got
Talented.
great stuff, man. Very talented. Moses Contreras in the house. Nami's in there. Who else am I missing? Conspiracy Music, my dude. Been a while, man. Nice to have you here. Let's see, Erie Forever. God, we got a whole cast here. Sin is in the house. What's up, Sin? Thank you for being a Monster Squad member. Really appreciate that. Gina Freya, what's up? Nice to have you here. Just jumping in to say hey. Hey. Uh, you probably got stuff to do. Mikey Dubs in the house. God, we got a lot of people here already. CBF's in the house. What's up, CBF? KT Peta. And now I'm caught up, and I'm sure there'll be 15
Yeah.
more people that'll come in that you know, you know.
I do think we need to call an emergency hearing, though. Either
Yeah,
tomorrow we need to do it and extend this mock trial, or we
Okay.
need to do it later because I got some things to say.
Well, then maybe we will. We'll see how this conversation goes, and maybe Bernie can be the judge. Ooh,
I'll be the judge.
the judge, jury, executioner slash witnesses slash everything else.
Yeah.
All right, Becky's in the house. What's up, Becky?
Have you ever
Ice
heard
Meat.
that song by the Executioners? Oh, it was on God, it's really old. It's like 20 years old. It was on the SSX3 video game soundtrack.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
called like this, and it by the Executioners, I think is the
yeah,
name of it. I think
yeah,
that's who sings it. I'm not sure. It's a good song, but every time you say Executioner, that's what I think of.
yeah, yeah.
Just
Ice Maiden.
in case chat wanted to know how my fucked up brain works, there you go, friends.
Yeah. Media, please hold all questions until after yes, this is I gathered all the media here. This is a press conference, actually. I hope you guys understand what you're getting into. Please shout out which media outlet you are with in the chat. Ice Maiden's in the house. What's up, Ice Maiden? Dad Ant's in there. Let's see. Who else we got in here? I think that's it. I'm caught up. So I want to play a clip. Now, obviously, I didn't have time to edit the video to, uh, you know, uh, edit any visages out, especially big jowled piece of shit visages. But Dogs Roll's in the house. What's up, Dogs Roll? Um,
Maybe just play the audio then.
I am. I'm gonna do
Okay.
that. I have it here right now, and I'm gonna play. Oh, it's about 2 minutes long. This is about the funniest thing that you're gonna hear all day, probably all week, maybe all month, and I think it's funny as shit, y'all. And shout out to the person. Shout out to the person who sent me this. If you want to be known, you know who you are. Um, just let me know, and then I'll let everybody know who sent this to me. But this is a gem and a half, boy. Petty Lane is in the house. You allow press, how democratic. Have you new names in the house? I'm with no news is good news. Okay, perfect. That's acceptable. Marth says she's with M&M Media. Perfect. Brenda says I'm with FU812. Yes, that's perfect. YouTube World News. Ellie's in the house. Okay. We got all the major media outlets here, and they're still piling in. Um, oh, I love this. Man Cheaties. Cheaties, I think, is in the house. Hello.
I'm
Uh,
with WTAF.
WTAF News. That is a
Yeah.
credible organization.
I'm with women who love leather vests radio.
Oh, okay, that's perfectly acceptable. I'm with Leather Vest Radio, so
Okay.
that's there you go. I'm with Law and Criminal Courthouse News. Becky says. Jojo Banana says I'm F that shit news. That is perfectly acceptable. What's up, Vanecci? Nice to have you here. I also work for FAFO News. Ellie says yes. I'm with Man Chitties News. Man Chitties says perfect. That's perfect. Perfectly acceptable. Bernie Shackles News Keeper. That's a good one there, Keeper. Son of a bitch. I might have to think about that one. My sister's network is Booferton. Okay, perfect. I'm with Fermunda D's News. Yes, that works, Mikey. VP News and Heavy Metal, Finetti works with. Okay, perfect. I'm with FSFE, Free Speech for Everyone, Petty Lane says. Perfect. Club Brain Fogs with Old Tifa. Yes, that works too. Welcome, everybody. Long live MLH, Guitar God. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let me play this clip. And boy, oh boy, do we have stuff to talk about. All the important media is here. So let's listen in to. I'm glad everybody's here. I got to play this and then we'll have a press conference. And I will be taking questions after. All of us up here will be taking questions to answer any and all questions that you and the media have. Janet, welcome. Cinderella, welcome. Nice to have you here. Let us know what media outlet you are with. Same with you, Chris. Nice to have you here as well. Here we go. Here is Man Bear Pig explaining. Ah, fuck. Let's just go. Here we go.
this 80 page. You're distracting me, but I'm gonna fucking say it because the more I say it, the more it puts it in my head, right? And I'm putting all the text of everything because the AI was lying to me, man. The AI was not fucking helping out because it was sourcing from bad information. Okay, and when you source from bad information, you're gonna have the AI. The AI is only good as the information it's sourcing from. Okay, so right now I'm doing the data point through the timeline of all the emails and all the players, all the officers, all the San Luis Obispo, all the swatings, all the 10, being at gunpoint in all these locations, all the CAD calls, all the emails from Jennifer to the Borough Street Service and to between Kendrick Moxon and the Council District 13 and the parking meters and
What?
City Hall. So that's all going into the timeline. That timeline then will be my data set. That data set then will be fed into the AI. And within that, then I could build out other things. The first thing is going to be media release. Okay. So that AI will build and release, which I'm also ask Alonzo to kind of help with that because that's Alonzo's thing. That can be used to reach out to media, and then we've already been doing this. We did this months and months and months ago, man. The shit we were working behind the scenes, right? And compilations of all sorts of different media streamers, like big influencers online, and we got their emails. So we already have a list that was ready for a project, and that project was to send emails to people. But what we were lacking was a timeline, and a database of the information for those people to have. And so now that database is being worked on, and we're still probably a month away from that. And maybe at the very least, I mean, again, there's if you want to help out, man, reach out to me. People have been reaching out to me, and I've been getting them involved.
Reach around, more like it.
Reach around. I'm from Reach Around Media.
Okay. Dog Droll said something here. This is funny. Dude is jaw dropping stoopy though. Yeah, he is. Oh boy. Somebody remember.
Wait. I said that to you earlier. I said this, you guys, no lie. I said this to MLH earlier today. I said, just when we think bro can't get any dumber, he goes ahead and surprises us. Am I wrong?
Oh my God. Okay, there's so much to unpack here. King Charles is in the house. What's up, King Charles? Nice to have you here. Um, let's see. Southern Yankees in the house. The lovely Southern Yankee. Thank you both for being Monster Squad members. I did miss somebody. Who the fuck did I miss? Pyrex is in the house. What's up, Pyrex? Thank you for being a Monster Squad member as well. There are memberships available. If you don't have one, they're only $3 a month. Goes a long way. Sounds like he's got everything figured out. What a dumbass. Margaret Frey is in here. Sounds like he's talking about the mind map that he and Henri and Crazy Love were working on. Oh, well, maybe, Margaret. Maybe. Granny Cat's in the house. I'm Peachy King, but new channel, and I will not be having any content anymore. You have to email me about that, Peachy King. Good Sandra's in the house. What's up? All right. So L. Ron's in the house. What's up, L. Ron? Nice to have you here, buddy. You snuck in there. Spock Hate Sciento. Nice to have you here as well. All right.
Oh, wait, Marth Meringue. Oh my God, Dumb and Dumber combined into one. He's the Siamese twins of Dumb and Dumber, Marth.
Oh, this is so good. So good. Don't forget that Sandra and his chat know people from KTLA, even though they don't like him. Oh, well. You know.
Oh, wait, I think we say conjoined twins now. I apologize if that was offensive. I can't keep up anymore. I try not to be offensive. Well, that's not necessarily true now, is it, chat? I
Get so big.
try not to be offensive to marginalized groups.
When is his birth date again, Bernie?
What?
When is his birth date again? That's when his boobs started getting.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
He looks like he needs a new, he needs to go get his titties sized.
Yeah. MLH, I object to my fellow journalists being biased in this press conference. Yes, there will be no bias. Okay. All right. So there's a lot and lots to unpack here. First thing first, let me address this. Uh, 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 uh,
Uh,
uh,
uh, uh,
uh,
uh, uh, uh, uh, uh, uh, uh, yeah,
yeah. Is he fucking like malfunctioning? Like, because look, it's
maybe you just need to smack him and restart him.
right. Amy M is in here. What's up, Amy? Look, uh, here's my take on that. All right, he's
Figuratively speaking, I do not advocate violence. I just
right,
needed to
right.
say that.
Look, what? Oh, you'll get an RO faster than man, bear, pig,
Jesus,
say titties. Uh,
right?
you know. So let me address this. What's up, Jennifer Layton? Nice to have you here. Welcome on in. Thank you for being a Monster Squad member. I think Jennifer, you just subscribed not too long ago because of the mental health talk that Ellie and I had. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but welcome on in. Watching live streams is in here. Man, I can't keep up. Already 109 people. Badbada Vodopest, another one of my faves in there. What's up, Badba? Denise, haven't seen you in a bit. He needs to go back to smoking pot. I agree. What's up, Pluto? Nice to have you here. Okay, so let's address this first. This is a minor point, but it is a point that I want to make. He's gotten worse at this. Okay, he's always had that stammer, right? I guess that's what you would call it, right, Flea? Like some type of
Yeah. This is
stammer.
what happens when you give Elmer Fudd a platform.
That's
Beneath,
all, folks.
beneath.
Oh,
Oh man. MLH, he shudders, but you say U-Haul.
oh.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Keeper.
Yeah, I don't get
I
that.
don't get it. I just
We
don't.
must be dumb. We're dumb.
Yeah.
If you have to explain the joke to us, we're dumb.
The fact he thinks he's going to get an RO for harassment over words he don't like is hilarious. I can't wait till he serves me my paperwork, King Charles. He keeps hinting at it. You know, all these people talking about him boofing and stuff like that. They're gonna get ROs, man. Well, I mean, I guess if you want to go that route, I can always show people the video of you saying I boof ketamine up my ass. So I mean, we could do that. I mean, you said it yourself. I mean, I don't think your RO is gonna go anywhere. Boofer, McBooferton. What? What?
Luther. I'll make a song.
Just keep saying it.
Luther, make
It's like he
yeah.
says, if you say it enough times, it makes it
Be careful,
true.
Bernie. You're gonna get an RO on you.
Oh, darn it.
If anyone prints anything negative, you will be sued. Ellie says yes. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to comment on that. I think it's getting way, way worse. The closer he gets to Judgment Day, Flea, I think that is causing him to stammer a lot more.
That's
Yeah,
all, folks.
that's all, folks. That's right. Right. So
And
what
it's
do you?
like I think his mind is going off in like 15 different directions, and he's having a problem picking a lane.
Oh
And
God.
I'm just here to give helpful advice.
Yeah. Get
Pick a
off.
lane and stay in it.
How about
And
I got even further advice. Get off the internet. That would be
I know. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll get into that. You keep going. We'll get into that because
okay.
I
Cool.
got some things to say about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gloria's in the house. What's up, Gloria? Nice to have you here. Vanecci, I always skip thanking you for being a Monster Squad member. I really appreciate that, Vanecci. Hope you're having a good day, man. Let's see, and his rocking back and forth is faster too. So there is something to be said about this. So what is going on there? I think you're right. I think his mind is not letting him stay in a lane. And second of all, this whole rant, that whole rant that he did, shouldn't he be thinking about his upcoming November 24th date instead of this dumb shit? You know?
Okay, well, I think in his mind it all ties in.
Okay.
I think
Mhm.
that he thinks if he can get some media traction behind his case, which, by the way, bro, that's not going to happen. But regardless, I think he thinks that if he can get some media traction behind his case, somehow it's going to help him out. Maybe, the charges will get dropped or lessened, or, there'll be so much outrage, public outrage, which, okay, no. Okay, listen, guy. I'm trying to help you out here. Here's the deal. Can I speak on this for a sec? Just
Yeah,
for a
go
minute.
for it. Go for
All
it.
right. All right. First of all, the media is not going to give a single shit about crimes you filmed yourself committing.
I
Okay.
object. I object, Your Honor. Oh shit, that's a wrong.
Oh,
Wrong
sorry. I object because what the fuck, Your Honor?
You're both out of line.
like, but honestly, and let's just pretend for a minute they do. Okay, it's not gonna happen, but let's pretend for like 2 minutes that they are gonna see this and they're gonna get behind it and they're gonna go and research all the facts and what's gonna happen. They're gonna see the because just because your channels are gone or whatever or your videos are down doesn't mean that people don't have them.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that people won't send them to whoever because you know how people are. And so let's just say for a minute, okay, the media, someone's going to pick it up. They're going to go research and they're going to see that you committed the crimes, you filmed yourself doing it, and then they're going to talk to some people who are actually out there fighting Scientology. And they're going to talk to the second gens, and the second gens are going to talk about how you stalked and harassed them while they're out here trying to fight a cult. And they're going to talk to maybe some of Danny Masterson's victims
Mm.
that were also harassed. And that is going to look very, very bad. Very bad.
Yeah.
And then the story is going to be about how this absolute menace is covertly trying to damage the movement to fight Scientology while at the same time grifting off of it.
Hmm.
That's all I got to say. That's how it would go down.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's another aspect of this. Let me get caught up in chat, and then we'll talk about it. Sin says, "How do you serve an RO on a flea? You would have to find it." That's right. um, Ellie says, "MLH fact. The
Flea
study,
collar. Instead of ankle monitor, I get a flea collar.
fact. The stuttering alleged admission is only allegedly true, even if you hear it for yourself." That's right. That's right, Ellie. We got to be fair here, right? He won't stay in a lane. He brake checks trucks. Ooh, that's another good point. Hit the like, Cinderella says. I think that's that's a good thing. Cinderella, thank you very much. Rocking is the Rain Man, in fact. Well, okay. Rochelle's in the house. What's up, Rochelle? Nice to have you here. Thank you for being a Monster Squad member. Parking meters are very important, so let him FOIA those meters. Martha, we're gonna get to that in just a second here. Uh, don't speak for us, media. The fact no metadata has been verified. Oh wow, let's see what else okay, we're caught up. Okay.
I mean, all I'm saying is if I were him, I wouldn't want a real journalist, like an investigative journalist on the case researching where's all the money going, how many people are involved, all the videos where he's been an absolute fucking menace. I mean, it's not a good plan.
Was it who was I talking to? Oh, I know who I was talking to. I was talking to another very trusted person about the money aspect, which we'll get into here in just a minute. The media hasn't gotten angry about F. Scientology since 1950. They aren't going to come to Scott's aid for touching the cult. That's right. Okay. So the first part of this, he's going to all the media, right? Really can't even keep us straight. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to be as straight laced as possible with this, right? But it's kind of hard to take somebody like this seriously, right? I mean, let's be honest here. Man Bear Pig is stupid. He's just stupid. Okay. I'm sorry to all the people that think he's really smart and he does good in court and he's an evil genius and all that. I'm just gonna call a spade here. The man is just a very, very stupid man. Okay.
I don't understand the people that think he's smart. Are
I
they that stupid?
it's it's just dumb. I don't get it. There's nothing. This guy has no intelligence about him whatsoever. If he did, he wouldn't be on YouTube. He would know if he knew anything about the law. What is one thing about like when you get a lawyer and you have a case, I don't care what it is, whether it's a parking ticket or that you want to fight or any type of litigation that you got going on versus a company or another person or an insurance case or whatever. What is the number one thing that a lawyer will tell you to do? Bernie, what do you think?
Keep your mouth shut.
Would you concur, Flea?
Yes.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. I mean, they say
Shut
it
your
in so
fucking
many ways.
mouth.
Yeah. Shut your fucking mouth
Before you get bitch slapped.
with the court system. Yeah. Yeah. Metaphorically speaking. I mean, there's only so. Look, Chris says it. Lawyers tell you to shut the fuck up. He can't shut the fuck up. And it's not like we didn't try to warn him months ago, Flea. I think when we first started this DT, I think he was already set to go to court, right? He had already fucked up the planners, or was that after DT
Oh
started?
no, it was after. I think the first time when we started this around the time that he was arrested for these crimes in the first place, because I feel like that's when it was like there was an opportunity to speak out without without unrelenting harassment, right?
Hmm.
Because, and I think everyone felt that way because he's being arrested. He's got to worry about this crap, and slowly people started speaking out one by one
Yeah.
about how relieved they were that he was finally fucking arrested and
Hmm.
all this shit that he put him through,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? And I
Yeah.
mean, it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay. So it
so,
happened after, but shortly after,
but
like,
I mean, it was like the same week or something,
yeah,
maybe. I
it
don't
had
know.
to have
It was
been. It
very
was close.
close.
It was close. It was close. But
Yeah.
one of the things that we discussed months ago was shutting the fuck up. I mean, it's not that hard of a concept to understand that the more that you talk, the more you fuck yourself over. It's why, like in the when you get Mirandized, right? One of the things is, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, right? I don't care if you're saying all the right things at all the right times, anything can be used against you in a court of law.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
why there's
100%.
there
Anything.
there's no okay, there is zero reason, right? Zero reason to talk because the police and the law, the judicial system will use anything against you. They tell you that right at the beginning. So why? Why in this God's green earth would you say anything to give the other side an advantage, especially when we're talking about your freedom? Okay. And when we first talked about that, we gave him very sound advice. If we were him, thankfully, none of us are,
Thank
right?
God.
Thankfully,
Blech.
Yeah.
if we were him
Ugh.
and all the minions that are listening right now, all the censored chat, I know that there's some, right? Go back and tell him if you want to help him, tell him to shut the fuck up. Not because we don't want to hear him. I mean, that's part of the reason I don't want to hear him, from our side, but from his side, for his own sake, just shut the fuck up. And I know everybody's saying right now, Why are you giving him advice? Shut up. Don't say anything.
I don't know,
Here's
we kind of feel sorry for him sometimes.
yeah. Here's the whole point
I
of
mean,
it.
for real.
It's not even that we feel sorry about it. It's that we know that he's not going to listen to us or anybody
Yeah,
else. That's why
that's true.
several times we've told him, well, he probably should do this. He probably should do that based on, anecdotal prior knowledge of some of our court dealings or whatever. And I haven't had many. Trust me, I don't break the law. First off, uh, you know, never seen the inside of a jail cell. So, you know, I mean, first of all, don't get into trouble is the main thing. Don't do stupid things to get you in trouble, right? Let me get caught up on chat here, and then we'll
Well,
speak on that.
yeah,
Speak
I
on
got
that, and then
yeah.
we'll move on to something else. He's a simple man, Lindsay says. Thank you for being in chat, Lindsay. Simple men are not intellectual, but simple men are also the most dangerous. I think that is a great point, Lindsay. Great point. Steeler fan in the house. What's up, Steeler fan? He said he wants to get an RO on Danny, accused him of stealing money. Where did the
I don't
money go?
I don't
Well,
think you can get an RO for that.
yeah, I think you might need to look at your law books there, Man Bear Pig, because you definitely can't get an RO on somebody because they stole money. Now, you could report that they stole money, and that's another aspect we're going to talk about after I get the perspective on what we just talked about here. Lost in YouTube. So is this interview going to be him yelling behind media at King's protest? Oh, well, maybe. I'm sure Osa and Koss are having a field day watching his streams.
Is
Probably.
he gonna wear his king costume this time? Because that
Yeah,
would be
right. He has
woo.
objection. Ellie says he has free speech. Plus, he's his own attorney and advise himself to speech for fuck's sakes. This isn't that complicated. That's right, Ellie. I agree. If he shuts up, his grifting goes down, and he knows that, Jackie. Well, that's part of it. We're going to talk about the money aspect in a minute. I promise you guys. Obviously, I'm the only unbiased news. I agree, Ellie. You're totally unbiased. Oh, he did give up his First Amendment right, Marth Meringue. Um, he's gone the opposite and won't stop talking or yelling at his chat. I know.
You know what this makes me want to do?
What's that, Bernie? Hold
But
on.
I'm only gonna tell you in Flea.
Yeah.
I have to
Hmm.
make a song of Man Bear Pig now.
Oh yeah. What is it?
I don't know,
Oh,
but I mean I don't know. Should I sing it?
go ahead.
Yeah, we want to hear you sing, Bernie. I do. Sing it.
Flea. Man Bear Pig, what an idiot he is. Man Bear Pig, take a bath, please. You don't want to smell vision no more because you're an idiot.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect. That's I mean, very
Oh Lord. Can you imagine if we did smell-o-vision, we get those stickers made because there's places that'll make that shit for you. And then if we open up a P.O. box and if anybody wants, we do a special smell-o-vision edition. If
oh
anybody
God,
wants
dude.
one, we can send them a smell.
Oh Jesus, man. I think we'd lose half the audience that way. Immediately.
Jesus.
Brenda says I watched him live destroy those planters, and I said to myself, "Oh, you dumbass! Now you went and did it. You just made the biggest mistake." And he was so dumb to video it. Yeah, he talked about it before. He videotaped himself doing it, and he talked about it after. Brenda, as I think you got all the makings of being convicted of a felony with that. Let's see.
Listen, I gotta tell this guy, listen, guy, and I'm just saying this as for your benefit. Cops are not your friend. The media is definitely not your friend.
Mm,
You gotta quit running that mouth, my guy. You just have to. They are just probably collecting every little thing you say. And like MLH said, they will use it against you. And have. I mean, from what I'm hearing, like it's being, yeah, don't record yourself doing crimes.
yeah.
Don't contact the media.
How
This
about
will not benefit you.
How about just don't do crimes? Let's shorten it a little bit there, and then you don't have nothing to worry about at all. Then you're set. Then Don't
Oh.
do crimes. Yes, Bert.
And hide under a rock and just go away.
Well, yeah. I would, he's a little bit too big unless you're talking boulder size, like the ones up in the mountains.
Oh.
Yeah. Cinderella says a wise woman said in a stream that freedom of speech comes with responsibility and consequences. Cinderella, you can say what you want, but there are consequences, right? Stop telling others what to do. Let the man speak. It's his right. I agree, Ellie. I mean, well, nothing we say is gonna,
I
stop.
mean, he has a right to say whatever he wants to say. It just doesn't benefit him,
Right. Well,
right?
yeah,
Just because
yeah.
you have the right to do it
And
doesn't mean it's a smart move.
and Bostak says, "Stop trying to help him." I'm like, "Hey, trying to help a brother out here, Bostak." But he won't listen to me. He hasn't been listening. Well, he's been listening to me for months, but he won't listen to any advice I give him. Boof Kuifa,
Quiva.
what's up? Anna from Canada. Should I start from? You can, Anna. You can start from the beginning. You'll catch up quick. You can't stop talking. Um, about the lawyer stating he raped someone. Like it's
What?
back. Oh, you didn't hear that one, Flea?
No, I
Okay,
told you I'm out of the loop. I'm out of the
okay,
loop. I have
so
been
that
busy
little,
taking care of family.
yeah, that little gem. I don't know if it's the lawyer that was assigned by the court to stand by him while these court proceedings go, but yeah, he accused one of the lawyers of graping someone. Like it's
Oh
a
my,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
my God, dude.
Yeah, so I mean, that's one thing you don't want to do is fuck with the lawyer because the lawyers know the laws and they can
He did
easily
that
sue
shit on
you.
a live stream?
Yes, he did that.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Cool.
let me see. Let me just caught up on chat here. Da, 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 da. That da, 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 sound like what's his name when he got all pissed off on set of Terminator, Christian Bale. He was. You remember that thing?
Yeah.
He had a meltdown. El Sarmento in the house. What's up, El Sarmento? I'm literally eating lunch right now. Flea, Chris says. Um,
We won't. Okay, no more smell-o-vision.
yeah, yeah.
I see where you're going with that.
Found it funny. He mentions again how he raised 30,000 for a lawyer and court fees to fight his case and used 10K of it for the lawyer and team, and he's going to use what's left to file lawsuits against Nora and someone else. Oh, that's probably me, King Charles. I mean, he did hint that he was going to get an RO on me, because we talked about him boofing
Oh.
drugs, which he admitted to boofing ketamine.
If you don't,
Look, we stopped mentioning his name. We don't show his picture. We took down all the videos that offended him, caused him sensitive.
Yeah.
So, dude, what do you want? We do have free speech over here.
if you don't want him,
Go-
if he doesn't want to be talked about, he should just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Anna from Canada with the 5 gifted Monster Squad memberships. If you got a membership from Anna, please say thank you. Anna, as always, I thank you very, very much. Really appreciate it. Becky says no Kings protest this Saturday. Yes, there is that going on. Lawyer with Dorothy, Denise says that's the lawyer. Oh, well, I mean, look, fuck with lawyers. Find out. I don't know what else to say. Defamation and slander, Rib Guy. By the way, what's up, Rib Guy? Nice to have you here. Vaughn's in the house. Wasn't even his attorney. Yeah.
Oh, also, and just literally, we are just taking things that he says.
Yeah.
It's things that he says, all of it. Every
Yeah.
little bit of it has been something that he said on a live stream. And what how you gonna sue us for your own words? Right? How are you gonna sue MLH for just talking about what you say?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Might as well
mean,
sue yourself.
it's so funny. Like when I first heard this, like I remembered, look, the only reason we brought up Booth was because he brought it up himself, right? You're right.
Yeah.
Bloomy's in the house. What's up, Bloomy? Nice to have you here. Um, I just don't understand the mentality of these things. What is going through? I mean, I know it's all a grift, right? We're gonna get to the money, but let's talk about what I was talking about before that. Flea, did you have any thoughts on what I was saying about the media in general and what he was? I know you had mentioned that like he thinks like this is gonna be like the trial of the century, even though it's gonna last every bit of about maybe a week, unless he draws it out longer than that. But that's just him. What's up, Fluff?
No, I'm just trying to let him know that that wouldn't. I don't think that they would care about whatever's going on with crimes you filmed yourself committing. But on the off chance that someone thinks it's a story, it's not going to benefit you. It's not going to benefit you because of the nasty things that you have done to survivors of Scientology. That's going to look very, very bad. The optics aren't good, you know?
So let's talk
And
about that
okay,
in general.
all
Um,
right.
the optics. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, the optics are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got this thing in his mind where he believes that this is going to be him versus Scientology. Now, is he is he just saying this to appease his chat, and actually he is working on this case? Maybe, Lee, do you think, or do you think he actually can turn this into a him versus Sciento thing?
No, because here's the thing. Okay, it's the I would totally get his point if Scientology had brought the case against him, but since it's the city of LA, that's just not factually, it's factually not true, first of all. And second of all, it's the shit he's done, right?
Yeah,
Like I said, he's filmed himself committing crimes that were obviously illegal, and he used the seal of the, what was it, the city or the
city,
county of
city,
LA.
city and county of LA. Yeah,
That's so terrible. That looks so bad on you.
yeah,
That looks bad on him, right? So any case that he's fighting Scientology goes right out the window with that shit. It just looks like he's trying to be a goddamn menace.
yeah. I wanna
And
I wanna correct Denise on something here. She says he thinks the public actually likes him. First of all, Denise, it's public. It's public, okay? Make sure and get it right. It's public, okay? It's the public area. It's the public people, public court, public. Okay, let's get that straight, okay? Um, and second of all, don't you know that he's the next fucking star of Desperate House Grannies of LA? Do you not understand that, Denise? Okay, all right. Let's see. What else do we got here? Sally Ann's in the house. What's up, Sally Ann? Nice to have you here. I also got to correct you though. It's public, right? Most of the public don't even know he exists. That's 100%
right.
correct.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, and now that he doesn't, what, his channels are mostly gone, he doesn't exist even more.
yeah,
And, dude, I get it. It's hard to look at things objectively when you're in the middle of it. You
yeah,
can't look from the outside in, but it doesn't look good for you.
yeah,
This is like, you look bad, and the crap you did looks bad. And to an average person who, let's just pretend like they didn't know shit about it. In fact, I showed someone, I showed someone just little snippets, and they're like, "Is this guy nuts?" I'm
the
like,
answer is probably, allegedly. Um, I think there is something to that, too, Flea, and we'll talk about that too. It's okay to speculate, right? We can speculate all we want. Wild Poppy brings up a good point. I feel it's a money grab. And by the way, welcome, Wild Poppy. Poppy, nice to have you here. I feel it's a money grab for new subs who know nothing of his past and real current situation. I agree.
I mean,
130.
that's the only way it would work.
Mm, mm. 134 people in there, everybody. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get up to 100. That would be awesome. Okay. Queen or Boof Quifa says Kleblik. There you got it. I mean, you got it, Boof. The judge is going to slam him. He can't admit all of this irrelevant information. I agree. Watching live streams. That's why it's always smarter to get a lawyer who knows a little bit more about the law than you do. They may be complete. There's a lot of lawyers that are complete idiots, right? Let's not you know, let's be fair here. But I guarantee they know how to put in motions the correct way. They know how to get them in on time. They know how to file this and that and the other. Whereas you're just out there just fucking winging it, dude. And my dude, you are no lawyer. King Charles is trying to be a menace. Hint his old Erase Channel streamer wars. Oh yeah, well, he is a menace. He's a menace to society. I've said that several times. Boss Talk says he's now saying he will give people money from the lawsuit if they help him right now, meaning give him money. Oh wow.
What?
What a
Dude. Oh, that just smells like desperation from here.
Oh, it's such a stinky cologne. Thingy's in the house. What's up, Thingy? Somebody said it here. KT Pita says MLH, he just paid $200 for freaking Twitch and $350 for Starlink. Oh, Starlink you pay because he can be on the internet anywhere in his stupid
Hmm.
yeah.
But listen, here's the thing. If let's just pretend it's never going to happen, but we're pretending that the media gets a hold of this. You will lose whatever platforms you have left.
Yeah.
They will see you harassing grape victims of Danny Masterson, and it'll
Right.
be all over.
Yep.
And the crap that you did to ex Scientologists who have escaped that cult, I mean, he's no Jana Miscavige, okay?
And
Listen,
you don't think that if a media person contacts me that I'll give them every single point about you that is awful, man bear pig? You don't think that I will tell them details of how you treated Ellie? You don't think I'll give them details of how you treated others and the things that you've done at protest, i.e., the scream guy, Ghostface over at that ice rally, and how you tried to get him killed. You don't think that I'm not going to remember those details and give them to whoever wants to talk to me, man bear pig? See, there's consequences to your actions, man bear pig. Not only your words, but your actions, and I have freedom of speech. And everything I say can be verified by your own words and your own videos and the videos that I've seen of you. So there's no liability here. There's nothing I'm afraid of. There's no criminal liability on my part because these are all things that you've said and done. Okay? Said and done and documented in great detail, right? By verifiable other sources than your own videos of what you've done to people. Okay. So there you go.
well, here's the thing. He's on the periphery of big stories,
Mhm.
such as the Danny Masterson thing
Yep.
and Jenna Miscavige,
Uh-huh.
people like that, only because he has been such a menace to them. And so if he thinks he's going to use that to get more to grift for himself and get more traction for his case, that is going to backfire spectacularly.
Mhm.
It will, and people don't like that crap. You might lose your other platforms. You
Yeah.
might get canceled.
And also there is the court of public opinion, right? So you
Right.
think
Yeah,
here's the
that's
thing.
kind of what I'm saying.
Here's the thing. The vast majority of people, regardless of his echo chamber, speaking of echo chambers, Ellie, she says, why is the panel an echo chamber only showing one viewpoint? Um, that's the thing. When you have an echo chamber, you're in the vast minority, right? So you have a minority of people, and once people find out who you really are, man, bear, pig, when they see all the mountain of evidence against you and all the things that the shitty thing. It doesn't necessarily need to be criminal. It just needs to be shitty, right? You don't necessarily have to be a criminal for people to make their own opinions about you. And once they see the mountain of evidence of shitty things that you've done to a lot of good people, I mean, a lot of good people. There's probably more than 100 people that you've treated like shit, including your own fucking family, man, bear, pig.
Yeah. And
Your
then, and like I said,
family.
if they dig into that, like a real journalist gets a hold of the people involved and where the money's going, eek.
Yep.
Well, doesn't he think that people are? Does he think that people are just going to forget what he's saying? Does he think that people are going to get amnesia and just think that he's normal?
Well, that's what he does, Bernie. He goes from one thing to the next so fast that
Mhm.
he expects people to forget.
Well, big surprise, man, bear, pig. Your stuff is on the internet forever.
Yeah.
The
That's the point.
intravels.
That's the point that Flea made. Okay, let me get caught up with chat here, and then we'll move on to the money. Um,
Well, I got a little something to say before we move on to the money. You get caught up with chat, but I want to point something else
yeah,
out
absolutely,
before
Flea.
we.
You just jumped in after I get done with chat here.
You catch up with chat.
Ingrid said, "Give this trial 1 to 2 days. Misdemeanor trials can be done less." Absolutely, Ingrid. I couldn't agree more. I think that's why I said I was being generous with the week, but I wouldn't put it past Man Bear Pig to have a witness list the size of Timbuktu. It'll be huge. I think. Rather bizarre. He harassed too many firefighters. He harassed all kinds of people. Love to see him turn this into a full blown Sciento case. Um, Trying to be a man. Okay, I got that already. Let me just skip down a little bit here.
But
Anna,
we would love to see someone win against Scientology. Except this
absolutely.
is not it.
This isn't it. Anna from
Yeah.
Canada says, "Why does the fat actors chat think the censored chat?" Anna, and remember, it's the censored chat. Think it's okay that the fat actor tells women to shut your trap. He said that about Nora. That really pisses me off. You're such a loser, defender of nothing. With the $10 super chat, Anna, thank you very much for that. And I agree with you. Why is that okay? In his mind, he can attack women because he views them as inferior, Anna. And I'm here to say that women are every bit as strong as men, whether physically a lot of times and mentally, definitely. You know what I'm saying? So 100%, I couldn't agree with you more, Anna. It's because he views women as inferior, and that's why he only goes after women for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Cameras on, Janky, Judge Janky. If you yeah, there you go. I didn't know if you knew that. 20 streamer war.
Sorry, I'm trying to do chores while I am, doing all this. Sorry,
I see
guys.
how it is.
I actually have shit to do today.
We
Right.
we all multitask. It's so funny.
I know women are better at it than men. I can tell you that much. I can't multitask for
Not
shit.
right now. I can't. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm
Uh,
doing 2 out of 3
Later,
things.
Brenda. Nice to have you here. Thank
Also, kind of sick. I've been sick the last couple days, so
you.
I
Yeah.
got your cold, asshole.
Ah,
It's just
Jesus.
starting.
Oh no, you're gonna give it back to me. How dare you? All right, person named Vaughn. What's up, Vaughn? Says, see, he has said that before that he'd cut us in on the lawsuit, but back then it wasn't if we paid him. Well, a grifter's got a grift now. He sees the grift for what it is, Vaughn. He's kind of, you know what, in a way, in a weird meta way, he's conning himself because he's conning himself right into prison. And I'm not in the I'm pretty sure that he is going to go to prison. I'm not in the camp that thinks that these judges are just going to let him off with it, with everything. In this particular case, that's a good idea. Show someone who knows nothing about him the videos he's being tried for. That will give you an idea of what a jury will think of them. He's toast. I agree. Um, Ingrid's in the house. What's up, Ingrid? I love how he keeps saying out loud that someone else is holding his money. Oh,
That's gonna be an issue if people start Well,
Yeah.
for digging into it,
Oh, we're gonna get to that.
you can think about stuff like that.
Yep, Phoenix Book Girl's in the house. What's up, Phoenix Book Girl? Jeez, I can't. I got a little bit of man bear pig in my voice today, man. All right, don't forget us who call into the meetings alongside Audit. Amy, it all counts. Trust me, it all counts. He's a fucking moron. This piece of shit. All right, Flea, go ahead with your thought, and then we're gonna get into.
Oh, okay. So the AI thing, he's really mad. The AI isn't telling him what he wants to hear.
Yeah,
And his claim was AI is pulling from the wrong sources.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah, yeah.
AI is pulling from the entirety of the internet.
Mm,
Maybe the problem is your case, right? I'm
yeah.
just saying, maybe the problem is you and your case because AI is pulling from the whole internet,
Hmm.
right? You can input whatever, I mean, anything, any parameters that are actually factual with your case, if you input them, you're not going to get the answer you want to hear.
Right, right. So I mean, in a way, it's actually a decent point that he made with the AI. But first of all, why why are you using AI to begin with, right? If you really want to, I mean, you can use AI for very specific. Uh, we can use AI for very specific like wording issues or things of that nature, but it's already been proven in courts of law that using AI for your case could really affect your law license. So why wouldn't a court look at a regular person using AIs and say, "Look, you used AI, dude. This isn't going to fly. You need to do something different here." Right? Second of all,
Yeah.
do you really trust AI to give you a a thinking person's perspective? Like AI is just that. It's information, right? It's it's an amalgamation of information. It can be very useful, okay? Very, very useful at times. But to put together an entire case and think that's going to fly?
Well, and yeah, AI doesn't, you're missing the human aspect of this. AI doesn't take into account, you know, what people generally think and feel
Yeah.
about certain things, how the jury's going to react, how this comes off on a human level, right? AI can't help you with any of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's be honest, a lot of the case, just being real, a lot of the case is how you are perceived. Like if you go and you're on trial for something, you go into a courtroom, if you're perceived negatively, you're more likely to be found guilty. I mean, if you're perceived negatively and there's one thing that you can get convicted on, it's probably going to happen,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just facts. It's just the way human nature is.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm checking out something here. Oh, wow.
Eh.
Uh,
Whereas I also think that if you're perceived positively, a jury's less likely to convict you. If they can find a loophole to let you off, they will. I mean, it's just human nature. It's how people are. Um, Obviously, they have to operate within the boundaries of the law and what the facts are.
yeah.
But the facts are you filmed yourself doing a lot of this stuff,
Here's
and
a
that's not going to come off good.
Yeah, Chris says something interesting here, and I'll get to the other comments. I didn't. I'm a little bit sorry. Hang on. Have to cough. Okay. Chris says, in my job, I use AI a good bit, and I can tell you that there are articles and even evidence I have seen firsthand that Chat GPT has a confirmation bias coded into it. I wouldn't doubt that because it was coded by humans, Chris. You know, we inherently have confirmation bias, right? I mean, it's just human nature, right? Uh,
That's true because AI is built to show you more and more of what you like. So imagine AI is not It's confirmation bias and it's still not telling him what he wants to hear.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. He presents a case like if a huge item has been abandoned on a public walkway, obstructing movement, can I move it to the side? Well, not worded that well, but you get it. No, I understand that, Pyrex, but there's a difference. Okay, so let's use my bike analogy that everybody loves so much, right? So let's say the bike is sitting in the middle of a walkway,
If
and
you
there's a
tie a bike to the tree. Okay, go
Mm,
ahead.
I don't know. Let's say that same bike is in the middle of the walkway. No tying. All right. It's not tied to a tree, nothing. It's just in the middle of the walkway, blocking the entire walkway. Well, you can't do that, right? There are not only ADA considerations for wheelchairs and the like, right? There are people considerations. Like people have to use that walkway to get from point A to point B. And that's one of the inherent things in our constitution is you should be able to go to from point A to point B without being hindered in any shape, form, or fashion, right? So the logical thing to do would be to move the bike, either yourself or someone else. I know that if I saw a person in a wheelchair trying to get by, I would move it. Now I would try not to damage the bike, right? There's different, there's consequences if you do move the bike and you fuck up the bike. Well, then you're responsible, right? But the bike shouldn't have been there to begin with. So it's a weird little kind of conundrum here, right? I personally would move the bike so somebody could get through with a wheelchair or otherwise.
Because you're a nice person.
Well, yeah, I have morals and ethics and all that. We've been through all that,
Yeah.
right? But Man Bear Pig took it to another level. He's saying, "Oh, it's okay if you just let's say in order to move the bike, I used a sledgehammer to whisk it away, the same way I would do if I just gently moved it with I mean, obviously you can't do that, right? So that's the same thing here. It's apples and oranges, right? If he had did what Audit LA did and took the time to actually go and get the city to recognize that this could be an ADA issue or even a human nature issue or a law issue, right? They would remove the planters and everything would be okay. You don't have to dirty your hands. You don't have to take the criminal liability that you're taking now, and so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah. And well, the thing is, he didn't move the planners. Okay, all right. He destroyed them.
right,
You can move the bike, probably get away with that. You cannot destroy the bike.
right.
That's a difference here.
Yeah.
It's
You
very much common sense. And
now
any idiot
now if he would
on
have
the
used
is going to see it.
right, if he would have used his magic wand to move the planters um into a different part of the city where they would actually be worthwhile and out of the way of everybody.
Right. If he three card Monty'd that shit somewhere where it belongs.
Right, right, right. Okay. So we're going to talk about money, and then Flea and I are going to have a debate with Bernie as the mediator. Okay, you guys bring up the topics, and Flea and I, you want to do that exercise, Flea? I'll
Sure.
take the part of Man Bear Pig, and you could
Okay.
take part of the city, right? The city of LA.
Okay. All right.
So
Like
So
the
listen, here's the thing, guys, and I want to make this clear today, especially if Man Bear Pig is listening. I'm really trying hard not to rip on the guy too much today because this is kind of I don't know, when people spiral like this, it's dangerous for other people. And that concerns me a little bit. And somebody over there on his side needs to legitimately help him instead of just telling him what the fuck he wants to hear. So, yeah, I'm trying hard, not for him, but for whoever's going to be the subject of his wrath when this shit doesn't go the right way. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I agree. And then after we have this little mini debate, we'll take three topics, and then we'll make our points, and then I want to do something fun at the end. I want to cast house grannies of LA. So I think that would be really really fun to do at the end. So
What was the MILF Manor? You know that show MILF Manor? Have
I've
you?
never seen it.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. Though, yeah,
I was up. Oh, hold on, I got a sidetrack for a minute. I was up late a
yeah.
couple of weeks ago. I couldn't sleep, and I turned on the TV, and I turned to this shit, and it's all older ladies dating these guys in like their 20s, and I was like, oh, maybe he needs to try out for that show.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where
Desperate,
you gotta go.
desperate house grannies of LA. That's what the
Hmm.
thing is. Okay. All right. So chat. I need three. Okay. We need three topics to debate between Man Bear Pig and the city of LA. Right. I'm not saying judges, lawyers, whatever. Anna from Canada says out at LA and those called in meetings did the work. Eric Rader said it best. Chumley protects Big Blue because no one wants to go there if he can go there. Yeah, well, the real house coats of LA. Buzz. Uh yeah, desperate house grannies of LA on a sick one. We gotta add the desperate in there. All right. We need three silver milfs. Seen dientes. Seen, that means lack of teeth or no teeth. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So we need three topics here. No, we're not going to debate humanity, Nompic. This is Man Bear Pig versus LA. So we need three gaslit grannies of LA, Rochelle says. Okay, here's the first one. Is it legal to shit in an RV bucket? I think that's a good one. That's a good one. So let's start with you, City of LA. Is it legal to shit in an RV bucket? I think it is, as man bear.
Well, we, the city of LA, need to know the parameters of the said shitting.
Okay.
Did a whole city block need to be fumigated? Were people taken to the hospital due to the fumes? I need more detail.
Later, Becky. Mm, mm. They were the moms of the younger contestants. Pyrex says, Jesus, man. Absolutely, it's legal. Ellie says you can even shit on your friends. Apparently. Oh,
Ew.
yeah, you.
Gross.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Before we do this, bring up more topics, guys. We didn't even talk the money aspect of this, Flea. Real quickly, I think that
Yeah,
there's going to be legal liability on Chumley's part because he said several times that his money is in all of his money is in other people's names.
Ew.
And he said
yeah,
that several times. So, what do you think of that,
yeah.
Flea?
Well, that's an issue. And like I said, I'm trying to not rip on the guy too much today. It's really hard, you guys, but it's so hard. Um, but yeah, that's an issue. That's an issue. You're gonna get fucked if people start looking into that. Can you imagine? Oh my God, he said it on a live stream. Someone has it. Someone has it where he said how he hides money. That's illegal.
I
That
may, I may,
is
may
illegal all by itself.
allegedly, I may or may not have that clip, Flea.
Do you really? I want to allegedly see it later because I
I
don't have it.
I may or may not have it, and I may or may
Okay.
not give it to you later. All right.
All right. I
Um.
mean, and
Yeah.
how many other people are involved with this who
Yeah.
are also going to get in trouble?
Yep. Chilled says you can shit in a bucket, but you shouldn't dump the said shit in the road. And someone else said, Bloomy, welcome on in. It's legal until you have a hole in the RV and it leaks out. Well, he does. I do have a hole in the side of my RV. Just saying.
Ew.
Um, I'm not saying that I do anything but shit and then take off.
No anal leakage, please.
No anal leakage. Yes, yes.
In this mediation room.
There's got to be legal ramifications about the money he grifted. Okay, so I think you know what it is. Mom needs a beach house real quickly. Let me get this fat fuck off the screen here. I'm tired of looking at him. Um,
Wait, are we done with the money? Because I have a
no, no, no,
question
no.
for
We're not done
Chat.
with me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. No,
Go ahead.
no, it's fine. You keep going.
No, no, no. Go right ahead. I got to take a
Well,
drink anyways.
okay. There's a certain point where I mean, he's saying like multiple times this is his source of income,
Oh,
right?
hold
This
on.
is
This
how
is.
he
I'm sorry to cut you off, Lee, but I got to address this. This is really funny. You all have went so far beyond anything he ever said about you. Your self-importance is laughable. Oh, that in itself is laughable. You don't think that his self-importance is front and I mean, you're so fucking dumb. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't even want to address that. That's so stupid. All right, go continue.
lady, I'm trying to, or guy, I don't know who you are. I'm trying to be kind and factual and give this guy legit advice today. I mean, this is serious shit. And I'm just saying, like, factual shit. If it bothers you, maybe, he doesn't have a great case. I
And
don't know.
maybe see your way on out of here if it offends you. Anna from Canada says, "How can he say Scientology is responsible for this when he hates all the survivors and have been harassing them for 1.5 years?" That's a great point, Anna.
How can that lady be offended? How?
And
He's more offensive than anything.
I know it's like, oh, we're the offensive ones.
Oh,
Get out of
please.
here. Can
I
they?
know they're offended because we're like, people are going to question this. People are going to question that. Look, that's not an opinion. That's just
Right.
what's going to happen.
So I suppose, Elite Misfit 52. Why don't you just put your real name, Minion 52? Um, why don't you just go back to the person that almost made somebody unalive themselves and can still say in good conscience that they're a good person? Why don't you go on over to them and just kiss ass a little bit more? That'd be nice. All right, Wild Poppy says bragging about driving someone to the end, which I just mentioned. Wood chipper preference or not, like he admires how C did that. A teen was convicted for pushing someone there. Exactly.
Yeah,
Good,
Dr. Kevorkian over there.
right.
Fuck.
Good SP. Welcome on in. Thank you for being a Monster Squad member. If you got a gifted membership from Good SP, make sure you say thank you because I'm going to, and you should too. Thank you very much, Good SP. I agree, Chilled. I think the only place poop needs to go is in the shit bucket or in prison, like Chumley's going. Let's see. Yeah, I hope you do get a big cut, Elite Misfit. Is he going to cut you in on those trillions of dollars that he's going to make? Queen Gangsta Granny is in the house. What's up? Um, let's see. Grace Nobody says, "Hi, everybody. Finally catching live. What's up, Grace? Nice to have you here." Um, the minion has been shocked and appalled. I know we're way more offensive than Man Bear Pig ever is, right? I mean, come on. Okay, I got you, Flea. Come on back. I'll kick you out. How about that? You're out of here. Come on back. I kicked Flea out of here. She'll be back. She's having some audio issues. Twyla Luna in the house. Got a debate for you. Is it responsible to drive while streaming, or is it a safe? Ooh, when Flea gets on back chilled, we will be debating that. Okay, we will be debating whether or not it's okay to read chat while you drive. That's perfect. Professor Khan in the house. What's up, Professor? Nice to have you here. Hey, did we catch anybody yet on the gifted memberships? Did we catch any of the minions that we know of?
So what's my job? What am I supposed to do?
Mediate. Like if anything needs mediation, like if we're having a debate and somebody's going too long, you could step in and say going too long or whatever.
Or you guys get sassy?
No, we can get a little sassy. I like being sassy.
I like
But
when you're sassy.
stop it. Journey, welcome. Nice to have you here. PSA. Kendrick Moxon's partner is in non-compliance with their law license. She cannot practice law in California since July. Oh, okay. Well, that's really good. Um, waiting on Flea here. No worries. I got it, Flea. It's all good. All good. Wow, I just got some good news from my son.
Mm.
That's very good news. Okay, very good. Uh Hold on. We may have to put this off a little bit. And then I'll talk to you guys more. Uh just texting Flea here. No worries. All right. We may have to put it off because Flea may have to attend to a different matter. But that's no problem. I'll take you guys' questions if you guys want to ask me or Bernie anything besides Keeper. I know Keeper's going to ask Bernie.
We know what Keeper's gonna ask.
I know. I know. Um, okay. So, Chilled, I will remember that for next time when we get Flea on. They may have to wait a little bit, but do you guys have any questions for me or Bernie?
I have a question for you.
I'm not the father, rib guy. No. What?
What did you ever decide where your next tat's gonna be?
My next cat.
Tattoo.
Oh, tattoo. Um, no, no. Yeah. Hold on. Oh shoot, I gotta take this call. Hold on. Bernie, you want to take over?
Okay. So does anybody have any weird questions
Hello?
for me?
Yes, it is.
MLH had to step out for one moment. Hi, Rochelle. No, good batteries are not cheap, Ellie. What size shoe do I wear? I wear a size 5. I have very small feet. Is the hot tub ready to go when you get time off? Yes, I've been trying to talk to MLH. I really miss hot tub. I was hoping maybe we could do hot tub at least maybe once in the near future. Yes, it's me. This is Bernie. Another song? Oh, man, bear, pig, why are you here? Man, bear, pig, go away. We're all better off without the shit bucket. We don't want to smell it on the street. Yay. MLH's next tattoo. No. I don't think you would do that. Play the Buffalo Hump song. Oh, one moment. A third hole. One second. Oh, crap. I was going to play it. Hold on.
He's got a buffalo hump. He's got a buffalo hump on the back of his neck.
Well, that was kind of it. This microphone doesn't pick up everything. MLH will be back shortly, I promise. I know I'm boring. um yeah, so MLH and I usually go back and forth. He gets a tattoo and then I get a tattoo. So, yeah. I know. A taquito plate with rice and beans while Bernie that sounds delicious. Bernie is trying to entertain you while MLH is missing. Ha! I figured out how to do that.
Hello. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. I've got this. My poor dad. I got a call
Oh,
right in the middle of this live stream about my dad, who's um in a care facility, not in good health. I am trying to get conservatorship of him so I can move him out of the care facility and back home and hire someone to be with him in in home so he's not comfortable there. No one likes to be in a care facility.
no.
And so it was some last minute court filings by some people, some lawyers who
Oh,
saw dollar signs and are trying to have conservatorship of his estate. There's vultures, there's people that do that. And I don't know
you're,
if you guys knew that.
you're still having a hard time with that?
Yes. Oh
Uh,
my gosh. People are terrible. I don't know if you guys knew that this was a thing, that there are lawyers and their whole job is to look for people who are in ailing health that might have some property or a retirement account or whatever, and then file for conservatorship of them, which is what these people did. Now, the judge is giving conservatorship to us because we fought that.
mm-hmm.
Um, and it's almost a done deal, but they're trying to pull some last minute sneaky bullshit to try and get money out of his estate. So yeah, it's a whole mess. I got a phone call about some legal documents, and it's just a thing. I'm gonna take care of my dad. That's all there is to it. Fight me,
Good.
you
You
know.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're finally getting that so you can actually take care of him.
Yeah, I mean, the judge is like, obviously, it's better for him to be taken care of with family. The issue is that I live in a different state than my dad,
Uh-huh.
and my brother traveled. He travels for work. He's not traveling anymore, but my brother lives close to him. He traveled for work. He's not traveling anymore. So at the time all this was happening, there wasn't anyone nearby, which is why he was in a care facility to begin with,
Yeah.
because I live out of state. My brother was not around, but I was like, hell, if I got to move him here, I'll do it. I don't have a spare bedroom, but I'll make one.
I know. Because your guys are good at that. Flea came back.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, great. Oh, no, no, I'm just kidding. What's up, Flea?
Hey, just fighting with the lawyers about my dad, those
Oh,
fucking vultures trying to get his money. He
oh,
doesn't have a lot, but he has some property, and that's what they want.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay, hold on. Let me I got to give a link to someone here. A possible surprise guest. Hang on one second here.
Sorry. I didn't
surprise!
know how to do that.
No, it's okay. It's no problem. Bernie is not technologically savvy,
I did
as they
get
say.
Flea back on.
I
though.
know you did great.
I did.
Thank you. Sorry, I had to take a very important phone call that uh,
Same.
I'm not very happy about.
Real life happens even when you're on a live stream, you guys.
Oh, I know.
I hate that stat.
I know. Okay. So one of the topics to be debated is whether or not it's legal to read your chat while you're driving in an RV.
Oh.
Do you want to go first, Flea, or you want me to go first?
I think that it is illegal in some states to operate your cell phone at all while you're driving, unless, you have some sort of hands-free. But I don't think that reading, geez, that's a fine line, isn't it? But I think if you could be cited for reckless driving or whatever, right?
Hmm.
Because of the circumstances.
Yeah.
That's so dangerous too.
No, it is not.
It's not legal.
It is legal.
Oh, it
It's
is.
legal. It's legal. It's legal because I say it's legal. Okay, it's perfect. It's it's perfectly okay. Now I can tell you this because I'm representing myself in my own case. And if you put in all the information into Chat GPT exactly the way that it's supposed to be entered by my hot dog fingers, my cold hot dog fingers that I stick in my mouth all the time to see if I have a gag reflex, which I don't, then the answer is yes. It is perfectly legal in all 50 states, all 52 states, okay? All 52 states, okay?
Sir, you've said that 5 times.
Yeah. All 52 states, it's legal to drive in an RV and read your chat, especially when they have something relevant to say to the conversation, okay?
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I'm going to miss my opportunity. I'm sorry. Adrian, Adrian, don't leave yet. You're special. You are important. I'm sorry. Maybe you were picked last. Maybe because MLH didn't share his hot dogs with you and you wanted one, but you're special. You are special to somebody. Don't leave yet. You can do better. Come on.
Uh,
And to my other troll that was in chat. Oh, come on. It
what,
took you
what
all
are
stream to think about that, about me doing a mod class. Thanks for watching.
all these people?
Adrian just needs a reach around, you guys.
And by the
No,
way,
don't pick on Adrian. Don't do that. It's not nice. He is entitled to his feelings and he's important. His mommy said so, and he gets a participation trophy for being here. So be nice, people. It's
and,
okay.
and by the way, the best one-way ticket on out of chat is to attack another chatter. But the really quick way to get yourself exited is by attacking the lovely Anna from Canada. Don't do that, okay? Anna never does
Big
anything.
no.
Anna
Adrian,
doesn't do.
I tried, but MLH is outrolling me. I'm sorry. I'm such a terrible controller.
I know. Anna from Canada does not deserve that, and you're not going to bully anybody in my chat, especially somebody as lovely as Anna from Canada, and that goes for anybody else in chat. So, yeah,
Pyrex, I agree. Sims
I,
have feelings too.
I hope that was exciting enough for you, Adrian. So, see your way on.
What I fucking miss while I was
You guys
gone?
made him leave. Shame on you. See, this is what I said in chat. You guys are so biased. You're hurting people's fifis and you need to stop it. That's
Yeah.
why I had to offer to come up here because, you people are showing one side and it's just not fair.
Look,
Stop.
man, I have done my best to be objective today. I have
Yeah.
tried really, really hard to be objective, and I cannot make you smarter. Okay, Man Bear Pig?
No, wait
No.
a second, Adrian. See, you didn't leave. You can do it. You can stay. I got
I
faith
made,
that you can do it.
I made his choice for him. So
Aw,
because
bummer.
look, he broke chat rules. Okay, part of chat rules is you're not to attack any panelist, and since I am a panelist when I'm up here, you broke the rules again. So you broke the rules twice. You attacked the chatters, and you attacked me a few times, and I had enough. Sorry.
Oh, MLH feelings.
Yeah,
You're stuck in your whoa
no,
feelings.
no. Let's be fair here. Those are rules that are at the bottom of the screen.
Rules, schmoles. We're here to talk about the law, not rules of fifis.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's going to be many more dumbass, people from that side trying to instigate. It's not going to happen in here. So, what's up, Susan P? What's up, Xenu Free? Nice to have you here.
I just can't be objective anymore. This guy's dumber than a box of rocks, yo.
Yeah. My fifis are hurt. That's it. Good day. Oh, Tanya Rib Guy. See, at least we can say Tanya and Rib Guy all day long here. If you want. Um. So now it's your turn, Flea, to
Okay,
rebut
so
rebut
uh,
my front butt. Rebut my
um,
front butt.
yes, I'm the city of LA. Is that what we're doing? Are
The
we doing that?
entire the
Okay. So
entire
the city of LA says just because you say it enough times does not make it true.
Have you ever seen the movie Candyman?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. If you say
If
his
we say
name,
Boogerton 3 times in the mirror,
that's right.
some
Then a magical booger man who eats his booger will appear
Oh.
and eat them.
some sweaty overweight guy appears in the mirror and eats his booger.
Yes, yes, yes. So
Ugh.
I think I won that portion of the debate. Does anybody else have anything else to for us to debate? Because I have a feeling this is one sided. Do you need two people
You
on
guys
your
are
side or three people?
But
you guys
no, but if you
are
tie a bike
I
to a tree, is it still illegal to read your chat and whatever else we're
It
talking
is
about?
not, and how dare you? I think that's a reference to that Mexican guy. I believe his name is Mexican Hair Long or something.
you,
And you're gonna have to talk to that guy about that one.
you know what the best thing to do about reading chat while you're driving?
What's that?
Get a Bernie.
Get a Bernie.
A Bernie.
A Bernie. So Bernie can read your chat for you.
Oh yeah, that. Well, see, I don't have a Bernie because if you're referring to that Mexican guy again, I don't have a Bernie because it's a burden to have somebody in my van. They might fly out of the hole in the side of the RV, and I
I
don't want the liability. Even though I can grift
I
and
don't
get all that money back in about a week. I can get all the money for the lawsuit that would happen, but I want to keep all that money for my. Hey, maybe that's a good idea. Grannies,
I don't think
grannies, do you have anything on that? Should I use that as my next grift?
anyone would want to sit in his van.
Many people have shat in my van and shat on my lap while I'm
Stinking.
shitting on the shit bucket.
Ugh.
Okay, I've had I've had sex. I've had sex while I'm shitting. Okay, that's something new. That's going to be in my biography for my
You,
documentary.
you stink.
Listen, the city has to consult the controller of the universe on this one.
Yes, yes,
But
yes. I think I think it's okay, and I think that you guys should buy my book, which is going to be made into a documentary called "I Am a Travel Blogger and a Paid Protester," even though sometimes I'm not a paid protester and just a travel blogger. My times defending myself against Scientology, even though the case was the state of California versus Scott Hochstetter.
he's a
Okay.
travel fogger with that shit bucket.
Yes.
Like travel fogger. Get it right.
Rochelle, my stutter comes and goes. Okay, it's at my convenience. Okay. I believe MLH is blessed to have Bernie. Bernie, but the only thing is, Bernie would be biased, and the chat wouldn't be read to my liking, and I couldn't chastise my chat, so that's why I read the chat while I'm driving, even if I did have a Bernie by my side,
And
Professor.
King of Media, even though you're doing good, don't forget that you have standing counsel. I'm just going to stay muted until you need my assistance against this evil judge here.
Yes, I want to address Shiny Metal. Who is this Shiny Metal Shackles in chat? She's troublesome. She says Motley Crue thinks she's a travel flogger. Um, that's I think what you meant is Frogger. Have you ever played that game Frogger? Shiny Metal Shackles. You know the one with the frog, the little fat frog that goes from kind of like what I do. I just go from place to place, right, causing all kinds of havoc. That's what I do. So. Let's see. Any other questions in chat? I saw Streets LA is going to be called for Mindy's RO. I have no idea what's that's about. But Streets, I'm gonna serve Streets and RO, and I'm gonna sue Streets for $50 billion. And Jessica Palmadessa is not far behind. I'm gonna sue her for $40 billion. Okay, and then I saw that Jessica was in Chicago, my neck of the woods, and and I think that she should go back to LA, go back to where you came from. Maybe I should take care of that problem over there. Okay, just send her back to LA. Ice, you got my number. Okay.
By neck, do you mean buffalo hump?
Yes, my Buffalo Hump. Okay, I've heard that song before. It's actually kind of catchy. You guys want to hear my rendition of it? Buffalo
Absolutely.
hump, I've got a buffalo hump. I've got a buffalo hump on the back of my neck. Ooh.
Ooh.
What? 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 What?
That was the best.
What? I can sing it again. Buffalo hump. I got
No, please stop.
buffalo hump.
Please stop.
I got a buffalo hump because, but Ellie is interrupting me, so I can't finish this song. Ooh. Okay. All right. Yes.
That
Uh,
that was the best ever. Oh,
uh, see any more debate topics? To the tune of Basketball Jones, Professor Kakan says. Shaka Khan.
I think Chris had one
What was
way
what was
up there.
what
Chris
was
did have one.
what was
Yeah.
Chris's? Chris, Chris. See, I think Chris. I'm gonna shoot Chris for $25 million because he says he's Chris on the drums, but I've never seen him play drums, and I've never seen an avatar with drums in them. So I think he's not telling the truth. Debate topic: is soap important when taking a shower? Now, if this was MLH, if I was MLH, I would say that that's harassing the panel, at least one of the panelists. But he's not here right now, so I will allow that. Chris on the drums. Flea, do you want to start or Ellie? I'll take both of you on. I like taking multiple women on at once. And Bernie too.
The city's position is that yes, it is important to use soap when taking a shower. We do not want to have to call in hazmat or send innocent passersby to the hospital. That's a huge liability for the city.
Now, the defense's side on that, it is absolutely not important. First of all, look at all the chemicals. You're hurting the ozone, people, and the money that could be spent to give big pharma that money for just soap when you could use free water and your regular toxins that are built within you or in the slime of the river is just quite acceptable. It keeps the fish clean, doesn't it? Especially if it's salt water. So you don't need no stinking soap.
Kip, I couldn't have said it better, Ellie. The only thing that I would add is that, sometimes the soap gets lost in all my fat rolls. So that's the real reason why I don't think that it's okay to not use soap because, then I will think somebody stole it. And then I'm saving the city a lot of money from putting in false police reports for stolen soap. Okay. Kipperley is in chat. It's been a long time, Kipperley. And just want to say that if I was the Mexican guy, I would say welcome back to the fold, even fat fold.
Exactly, King Charles.
Oh
Cavemen
no.
didn't need soap. So, why does everybody else? It's overrated, you know what I'm saying? And all the choices. How do you pick the right one? You could just pick none. You don't have to conform to society just because society thinks that you should smell differently. You have your own aura and essence about you.
That's
Let
right.
it shine or
That's right.
smell, whatever the case
Right.
might be.
That's right. See, Ellie should be my spokesperson. I should hire Ellie to be my spokesperson. Chris on
Well,
the
I am.
drums.
I have been your court-appointed side counsel, so
That's
feel
right.
free.
That's right. Chris on the drum says, "You know what else causes holes in the ozone layer? Body odor." I think you're exiled, Chris on the drums. I don't know why you bring that up. That is not true. It's not scientifically true. There've never been not even one scientific study to say that my body odor has pungent as it is, has caused any holes in the ozone layer. Now, holes in your nostrils. Now we can talk. Okay, Good SP with the new is a new member. I thought you were a member from before, Good SP, but I'm sure MLH. I think that's his name, right? Council MLH. MLH. Yes. Uh, I have to check.
Yeah, depending
I,
on the
I,
day. King
I'm sorry.
Sexton,
Yes.
MLH,
Uh,
Burrito Shell. Pick
Yes,
one.
yes, yeah. I like the burrito shell one. That's very inventive. Good Chandra says the question is Rico a shavings account? It's my shavings account, and I like Rico, and I like that song from that guy. What was it? Rico Schwabe. You know that one? That was good. And I think that should be our I it see if I win this case and my billions and trillions of dollars against Scientology, I'm gonna become president of the United States, and then the new national anthem will be Rico Schwabe. Okay, I hope that cleared that up for you. Uh,
Can we get Bad Bunny to sing it at the Super Bowl?
yes, except we need to change his name into Mad Funny instead of Bad Bummy. Okay. Shannon with the new membership. Thank you for that. I thank you for Man Bear Pig himself. Any more debate topics before I have to leave? I don't have a lot of time. I have to get back to my Chat GPT and my media scrum that I'm planning with all the media outlets. CBFN, Boof NN, Boof My Ass FN, boofing ketamine for fun .com, and boof me baby one more time.com. I've got to get back to that. I got time, I think, from one more debate question. um,
But the city was not finished
oh well, the
because
city, go ahead.
bathing without soap is a direct violation of the EPA protections, which protect the toxic waste from being dumped in our rivers and streams. We win.
I don't know.
That's an objection
That
because,
is
again, obviously, you, being the state, have your own opinions in mind, and the fact that they financially back your hypocrisy in the state and in our government, which is the problem. Everybody has the right to do with their own body what they choose. And if they choose not to allow soap chemicals to, they have every right to do so.
I have no idea what just happened there. I think Ellie's getting a phone call. I think
I'm
that's
sorry,
what happened there.
I
That's
was.
okay. Yes. Uh,
No, nope. The city disagrees. Your body, our choice.
Well, apparently that's the way it's always been. So,
I, I
I am
think.
sorry, but I have to be unbiased with all of these
Wait,
topics. So
wait a minute.
don't worry when you have to go and MLH comes back. I still got you if you want counsel to stay here.
Yes, yes. I think council should stay here. I one question that I have for the state is: are these granny bodies that we're talking about, or are these just regular bodies that we're talking about?
Everybody's.
No, well, and that includes the grannies, and I've got dibs on the grannies. Okay, I've got dibs on them, all of them, and all their pocket. I mean, all their beautiful, lovely faces. Okay,
You like those little saggy flappy jackets?
I love them. I love flapjacks.
You like when they slap you
I
on
no, I love to eat a lot of flapjacks and a lot of grannies too. I
Oh.
like eating a
Oh
lot
my
of grannies.
Blech.
I gotta go. I don't. I really can't stand the Mexican guy. I'm gonna sue him and give him an RO for exposing me.
I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
Our own.
exactly.
I feel like it's racially motivated,
Uh,
Mr. Pig.
just because I say Mexican doesn't mean I don't like the Chiquinos, Flea, okay? The Chiquinos are A-okay with me. As a matter of fact, if I end up going to prison, that's who I'm going to check up with the most is the Chiquinos, okay? So I love Chiquinos. I think they're good at making my bed in the hotel rooms, and I wish I could have a Chiquino in my RV to make my rabbit pelts feel a little bit better and spruce them up, if you know what I mean. So
And
Well, in
Cheerios
that
are pretty
case,
good too.
Yes,
I
exactly.
think Chiquino Lawn Care has a job opening since you're so in need of cash right
I
now.
see. I work well with the Chiquinos because I can get them to do all the work for half of the pay. Fleet. See, that's how it works. Okay, I gotta go. I will see you all later. I'm good. I hope I don't see the fat Mexican on the way in here. So later, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my domination of the debates, and I'm sure my attorney will tell you the same thing that I just totally dominated this debate. Okay. All right. Later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ugh. Oh my God. You guys had to endure that nonsense. I don't know what's up there.
I know he was really liking the Buffalo Hump song.
Oh, really?
That
Yeah.
was amazing. The
Yeah.
best rendition yet.
Yeah.
Really? I'll have
No.
no. She's like, no, no. It was the worst thing I've ever. Didn't anyone tell MLH it was Thursday? Scooter said. What's up, Scooter? Yeah, I got a wild hair up my ass because I got this video. We were gonna do an emergency hearing, but I think we'll put that off until tomorrow, right, Flea?
Yeah, we gotta do an emergency hearing on
Yeah.
the
But
mock
what's
trial of the century.
Oh yeah. So is that an emergency hearing before the sentencing there?
Yes. Yes, we need an emergency hearing before the sentencing.
Well,
Mm.
actually, we need to file a motion to have a motion for an emergency hearing to suggest the motion of the hearing.
Mm. Well, that's right. And then we got to put it off for months,
That's
right?
at least 3 months off.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We got to put it off for at least 3 months. It's like,
But we waive our right to a speedy trial, or we didn't waive our right to a speedy trial. So
no, why would we do that? Why would we, do
Well,
that?
Judge, since you're the state, you can't waive a speedy trial. Duh.
we can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
We're
This
the
is
No, you
state.
can't. No, you can't.
This is
No,
the
you
mock
can't.
trial of the century. I'll remind you all. This is the mock trial of the century. As a matter of fact, Lime magazine has already agreed to make this front cover news.
You said Lime magazine?
Yes, Lime
Wow,
magazine.
that's my favorite.
Yeah, Lime magazine. Yeah. It's just like the New York Limes magazine. The newspaper, the New York Limes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. The
Yeah.
L.A.
I hear if you
Limes.
put a lime in a
Yeah.
coconut and shake it all up, it's pretty tasty too.
You put lime in the coconut. The lime in the coconut. Yeah, exactly, exactly. He's going to appeal the 995. Good Sanders. His own 995. He's gonna appeal. Oh my God, that's so
Your
scary.
Honor, I object to my counsel.
I, I I object. I object to my own objection, Your Honor. That's how messed up this whole thing is. I can't wait. I can't wait for him to get into
Hold
trial.
on, hold on, hold on. He did not object to standby counsel. He objected that maybe standby counsel being BFFs with the DA might not be in his best interest. So let's not, spread false rumors. That's why I'm up here, unbiased news reporting here
That's
to
right.
tell you the facts and only the facts and nothing but the facts.
Yep.
Your
YouTube World
pig,
News.
you are your own counsel. I don't know what to
So
tell
let me
you.
ask YouTube World News. What do you think of the media being called? According to the clip I played, would you like to listen to the clip again? YouTube World News.
Well, you can play it again if you would like. I know what it said, but maybe others did not hear it. So, in all
Okay.
fairness, before I respond, let them hear
Yes.
it.
One more time for everything in the back here. Everybody in the back. Here is, in his own words, the man bear pig. Yes, Bertie.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Okay, here we go.
Ugh.
Man, I got this 80 page. You're distracting me, but I'm gonna fucking say it because the more I say it, the more it puts it in my head. Right? And I'm putting all the text of everything because the AI was lying to me, man. The AI was not fucking helping out because it was sourcing from bad information. Okay.
Hold on. Can you pause for 1 second?
Yes, hold on.
AI.
Yes.
I just want to let you know that the AI is going to be subpoenaed. So I hope nobody in chat is shocked. And the person who data entered and Chat GPT will all be at this hearing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But
Continue.
does the AI get witness protection?
Oh,
Absolutely not.
yes. Oh, not? We're not offering AI the witness protection program.
No.
Maybe they could dress up as a mustachioed.
The defense is not asking for any protection for anybody,
Okay.
including ChatGPT or AI or any of that stuff. They listen. They said it. They're not only going to be served with ROs. You will never see that AI again on Google. Don't even try it. And ChatGPT is going down. I just want to let you people know, going down for providing false information and misleading people to think that they have a solid case. This is just wrong.
Ethan says I'm filing an RO on the AI.
Ethan, don't worry. I am already taking care of that.
Yeah,
This
Professor.
will not be tolerated. You guys mock this, but this defense is serious.
Right.
But continue on, because I want to answer your question, but
Yes.
I need everybody to finish hearing it.
Yes. Now you're. Let's see. Professor Kakan says garbage in equals garbage out. I agree. Okay. Here we go. Here's the rest of this nonsense.
AI is only good as the information it's sourcing from. Okay. So right now I'm doing the data point through the timeline of all the emails and all the players, all the officers, all the San Luis Obispo, all the swattings, all the.
He's so scatterbrained there. Holy shit. Okay, let's continue.
Like all the 10, being at gunpoint in all these locations, all the CAD calls, all the emails from Jennifer to the Borough Street Service and to between Kendrick Moxon and the Council District 13 and the parking meters and City Hall.
Oh, hold on.
No.
The parking meters are also being subpoenaed, and an RO has already been issued. They are to stay away from my client's RV.
That's
Continue.
that's one of the funniest things that I've ever heard. Can I be a witness for the hearing? Absolutely. Hold on. Let me send a Club Brain Fog the link here. She wants to come up.
And technically, this is not a hearing, Club Brain Frog. This is apparently a preposterous hit piece. What did you say this was? Some stupid news.
Oh yeah, new calling all media.
Yeah, calling media to this stupid conference just to slander people. I will not have it. I will not have it.
I couldn't agree more.
You guys just better be nice to each other because I'm gonna mediate the shit out of you.
Maybe you can mediate the shit out of me later, Bernie.
Mediate the media.
Yeah, exactly. Mediate my media, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Anyways, all right. Here we
Oh God, get a room and not a chat room, okay?
All right, here we go. All right, I sent the link for you, CBF.
She's still driving. She said tomorrow, not today.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay, yeah, for sure. You'll be on tomorrow. I'll give you the one for tomorrow. Disregard that link that I just sent you then, CBF. Okay. All right. Tomorrow, remember, is sentencing, y'all. It's gonna
No, I don't know. Will we get to sentencing? We gotta have an emergency hearing.
Rushing to judgment.
Well,
Character witness must be called for the defense, people that can speak up for his character. You need to stop rushing this process.
well,
Everybody has the right to due process.
well, yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, I called my Man Bear Pig called his one witness yesterday, and but maybe
that was wrong. I just want to let you know because over 60 subpoenas just to the LAPD alone have gone out, and you only called one witness. So again, this trial is absolutely going to be appealed.
Do you actually think that he sent out 60 subpoenas to 60 officers, Ellie? I mean,
do you have evidence of the contrary? No. So we're just going with it, okay?
I actually do have evidence. He's too fat and lazy to do that.
Objection. Weight has nothing to do with sending out a piece of paper to require somebody to come to a specific location at a specific date and time.
Okay, so does we're supposed to give a verdict from the jury, Chris. So we'll have the verdict and then we will have the sentencing, Chris, after the emergency hearing. And we
filed a motion, just so you know, to overturn the verdict.
Before it's even read. So if you guys vote not guilty, it's all immediately going to be overturned.
We're going to have a 13th drawer. That's what we need. And that's what I'm here for.
Oh,
The 13th drawer.
what is Chat GPT, Sin? It's an AI program created by Google engineers, Sin, and there is like Chris said earlier, there's been a study basically proving that there's confirmation bias that was all programmed into Chat GPT, which if you don't know what confirmation,
Objection to your response, MLH. Again, spitting out false information. First of all, Chat GPT, just so everybody knows, was set up to turn my client into looking like something else. It was set up from the parking meters to the public toilets to the blue building to the sidewalk to the reef. Okay, those planners were part of the conspiracy with AI, I tell you, and Chat GPT. So don't blame it on any innocent people when this is so much bigger, MLH. So
Wow.
much bigger.
Well, I mean, this is the mock trial of the century, Ellie.
It absolutely is.
Yeah. So I mean, we got to have all the pomp and circumstance. The only thing missing, Ellie, and I keep hoping for it, is a slow speed chase in the RV.
Listen, OJ has had nothing on this trial.
I agree.
Nothing. And you people think that Murdoch or Darrell Brooks or any of them were important compared to this? Listen, there's already a movie deal being discussed with Netflix, just so you know. That's how important this is.
Right. Now, is that a documentary or an actual movie, or is it a combination of both? Like,
well, it's a documentary based on the events, but some of it is being changed to save the innocent, like my client.
Wow.
Because we know that no metadata has been provided to prove any such thing. Okay.
Now
it's all like a stage, okay, with a green screen to appear that he could possibly be guilty, but it's not true.
Now, can you? Okay, this I'll answer that question, Twyla, in a minute. But can you tell me, YouTube World News representative slash Chumley's lawyer? Can you stand by?
No, not Chumley's lawyer. Correction. I am just standby counsel for anybody who might need in the YouTube sphere.
Right.
I am not anybody's counsel in any way, nor can I provide any legal
My
advice.
apologies.
I am only giving my view of what I would like to create the world to be. So it is not real. It is as if Chat GPT is speaking through me.
Right.
You see just what I'm saying. You don't know if this is true or not true, but you people are just assuming everything is.
I'm beginning to think that Ellie really is an AI program. Everybody, I don't know.
I was called out years ago. Step in line, Caucasian MLH. You don't know.
Ellie Skynet.
Ellie,
can confirm this is Chat GPT, and we can confirm that Ellie is Skynet.
Oh well, see, it's something. Yeah, I that's a callback, isn't it, Ellie? You thought I forgot, right? So, okay, so I'm going to ask this question, Flea, to you, and standby counsel can chime in too. What is your feelings now that we know even more information on what his ongoing legal troubles? Do you really do you think that, okay, this is the question, is the jury gonna find him guilty or not guilty, and which things are he gonna be guilty or not guilty of? And I'll ask you first, Flea.
Are we being serious?
Yeah, we're being serious.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, okay. Dude, you are going to jail. It's gonna happen. I suggest you get off the media train and start preparing, because hell yes, because he committed the crimes and he filmed himself doing it. And other people, the assault, I think that's going to be a big problem. And the fact that he used the seal of LA, that's going to be a big problem, right? He put the seal of LA on a slander piece. That's probably going to be, I think that one's going to be way worse.
Okay,
than
I
what he thinks.
I do have a question about that. Because that's an interesting one. I agree with you. I think that one's going to be probably even more problematic than the assault plea. And Ellie, chime in here as yourself, not as counsel. Um, he seems to think it's all about wheat paste. And his argument is that he, like a dumbass, admitted that he put those wheat paste flyers all over LA. That could be even more problematic for him because not only did he do it in a very small section where Scientology is, but he did it all over LA with the seal of LA. I don't think you can pose as government and not be government and there not be consequences. It's like it's akin to a person acting like a police officer, right? Am I off on that, Ellie?
Well, first, there's a lot to that. So, and again, I'm being real here. I did not see the stream with the alleged wheat paste take place, in all fairness.
Yeah.
I know that that's what we've heard through things, but I did not see that video. And I don't know if it was really wheat paste, could have been glue. How do I know what was there? So I don't know as far as that charge goes because I didn't see it. So I can't speak on something that I did not see, in fairness.
Yeah.
Well, it could have been duct tape, and that fixes everything. So,
Well, I mean,
no
I seen
problem.
staples involved, but I've never seen tape or any type of a sticky substance, whatever it might be called. In reality, I have no idea what it was. In fairness, and I'm being honest, I don't know if anybody in chat has. I haven't seen any clips of showing that. Nobody has showed that, so I'm just like I said, I got to keep it real.
Listen, they don't care. Listen, Mr. Pig, they don't care if you stuck that up with a wet turd and a nail, okay? They don't give a shit. That's not the issue. The issue is, and let's just say all of it was true, because I think his angle's going to be, well, I can prove that everything on that flyer actually happened. I think that's where he's going with this. It does not freaking matter until it's adjudicated in a court of law. It's just allegations, and the issue is using the seal of LA. That is the issue. You can bring in 5,000 witnesses that say Scientology is abusive, which it is, but until there is a court case proving that someone wins, that Scientology has done all these things and it's proven legally, it's just allegations, right? And also using this seal. So it's basically you made people believe that the city of Los Angeles put their stamp of approval on an unproven slander piece. And now we all think, obviously, that Scientology is abusive, but like I said, it hasn't been adjudicated in a court of law. And that is going to be, I don't know the legal ramifications of that, but I am assuming there's going to be many different angles to that.
Yeah.
There's there's probably many charges that could apply to it.
This is really interesting. Cricket.
Well, before you get on that, can I say one other thing?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So, as in regards to the other charges and how the jury will go, I can't honestly say what I think that the jury will do because before chat gets all over me for going to the dark side, if Scott does actually get a jury of his peers, it is absolutely possible to pick 12 people that might be uneducated, uninformed, or feel a little self-entitlement that could get picked for that jury, or at least one that anything can happen. So even though we joke about speculating, you really can't speculate on what all 12 people will do if they can even unanimously come to an agreement. Because think about it, if you took a poll from this chat or a poll from his chat, you're going to get totally different conflicting. So we can joke, but in all sincerity, we have only opinions to offer here on this panel or in chat, but we can never say for sure what's going to happen because even if he gets one juror to feel that sense of entitlement or to have biased feelings against the state, that regardless of what they're charging somebody with, it's possible to get that one person, no matter what, that's going to be like, nope, 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 and hold out. So anything is possible in the reality of things. That's all.
Right.
That is true, but they still have to operate within the parameters of the law.
Right.
No,
And
they're
the fact
supposed
that
to.
all of
Doesn't
this
mean they
is
will.
on video doesn't bode well.
So
Well, let's take OJ
Mhm.
or Casey Anthony, for example. If you went by the world's public opinion, they would both have been found guilty,
Right.
but they were not. So anything is possible. Now,
Right.
you can ask me personally, if I was on the jury, what would I do?
No.
But I can't speak for the jury.
Right. But
No, I
let's
understand that, but OJ and Casey Anthony didn't film themselves doing the shit.
but let's okay, so that's a great point there. And here's another point.
Well, that's true.
Both of those people had world-class lawyers representing them in the trials. Okay. And when I say world class, I mean people that have gotten people out of trouble. I mean, just look at OJ's case, right? He was in a load of trouble for murder. There isn't anybody that I've ever talked to that doesn't think that that guy didn't do the crime.
But you know what the
Right?
difference is? You know what the real difference is? Neither of those people had a cat named Jazzy.
Well, that is true. That's true. Now, Ellie, I'm going to ask you this question. Here's another question. Do you really think he's going to get his way and get a jury of his peers, right? 12 of these on a jury. Do you really think that that's going to fly?
I don't know the makeup of where they're pulling the jury from.
Yeah.
So I have no idea. I've seen stranger things happen with people, in the world of court. So that's why I'm saying anything is possible.
Yeah.
I find it hard to believe as witnessing some of these situations that happened to not let people honestly look at the evidence. But again, I can't speak for 12 people that I've never met.
Well, I understand, but
Or
I
what
think
evidence will be allowed or not be allowed.
it's like the lottery. Is it possible for you to win, Ellie? Yes, it is possible. Is it likely? No, it is not likely you're going to win the lottery, right? Same thing in this case. Is it possible that he's going to get 12 man bear pigs in his jury? It's possible.
Well, he only
But-
needs one. He only
Well,
needs one in reality.
well, I mean,
So
I
if you
think
play the lottery and you win $2, is it still a win? Or is
yes.
it a loss? It's a draw, really, if it cost you $2. You know what I mean? No harm, no foul. Same kind of thing. Now, if that happens, the real question to ask yourself is, would the state retry it again?
Right. Well, that is a good question. That I don't know. The answer is the I don't know. Real question: are they going to understand him? The question is that's a good question, Marth. No is the answer. Nobody understands this guy when he's talking or his logic. He's not logical in any shape, form, or fashion. I think that drives him nuts because we think very logically on DT, and he's incapable of logic. That's everything is illogic. Illogic Nation in Man Bear Pigland. Juju, nice to have you here. He's going to take a plea before trial, is my bet. Would you take that bet, Ellie? A plea deal before trial and plea? Is he?
No, because
No.
I don't think they're going to offer him one.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
All right.
I don't think I don't think they have any intention on offering him any kind of plea deal because the single biggest thing he has going against him is that he filmed himself doing all of it. And
Right.
he filmed himself. And this is why it's going to be hard to get a jury that sympathizes with him. He has filmed himself saying and doing horrible things to people and about people. I mean, and that's where this whole media thing comes into. No one's going to pick that up. But if they happen to, all the crap, terrible things he said about Laura on a live stream after they broke up, the optics are terrible.
Yeah.
Just really, really bad. And
But
that's the thing. They aren't going to offer him shit because he filmed himself doing all of it.
Yeah.
I don't think what he called her is going to be relevant, to be honest with you. I think he
No, not in
believes a
court.
lot of things are going to be said in court, but I think there's going to be a lot of objections from the state because they're not relevant. So the jury will never get to hear it. You know, I honestly think, and this is unfortunate, but this is just my opinion, I honestly think that 90% of what he wants to enter as evidence is irrelevant and will not be allowed.
Do you think that's the point, though?
No, I don't think he realizes that it's not going to be allowed. I don't think he realizes that he's already had to have entered discovery that he's had. It's past that point now. We're now going for the last date to see if a plea deal can be offered, and if a plea deal and it cannot be settled on November 23rd or 24th, whatever that date is, then the parameters of what the jury can or cannot hear is part of what's going to happen that day. So the day to enter that evidence, unfortunately, has come and gone because he doesn't understand that on his live streams, he has stated the evidence that he has. He's even showed it, but he has not given it to the DA, and it doesn't work that way. The DA does not have to take evidence that you stream on a social media platform. It has to be given to them and entered in a court. And then when it's entered in okay and given to the other party, then you enter it as exhibits for the judge, which is going to also be at the next hearing. You can't just do a surprise, let me throw this in at the hearing and think that that's going to work. Because you've had it and you chose not to give it, it cannot be used. That's unfortunate. Too bad ChatGPT didn't tell him that. But
yeah, speaking of ChatGPT, I'm going to get something here in a second, but I want to.
Hey, Hot Mess.
Hot Mess is in chat. What's up, Summer?
Yeah,
Nice
no, that's true. I agree with all of that. I was speaking just whatever they have, the optics are going to be bad.
Yeah,
the optics are going to be bad. But also on this stupid media blitz thing he's going for, the optics are going to be 50 times worse because of the shit he's said and done on live streams.
Yeah. Okay. So that's, I think, the point you were trying to make, Flea. Is I don't think they're gonna give him a plea deal based on the optics of a lot of things that he said on his lives. I think is the point.
Well, in fairness to the state, because I believe everybody, regardless, even him, and I've said this publicly, and I truly mean it. I don't care whether they believe it or not. I truly believe in the process that we are supposed to have in this state, being the United States, not one state, to have a fair trial. Because even for him, if you give that up, then government can do whatever they want. So you don't have to like him, but you have to still want and admire the process of what he's going through. Okay, so I want him to have that fair trial.
100%.
The problem is that when you admit on your own live stream that you have done things in which you have no remorse, regret, and that it was planned and set up to do, in which you have made statements to the fact of doing it for money, attention, because you want to be the content king, because this is what you did it all for. Everything's coming to your words, not mine. Just, putting it out there. It's going to be harder for you to come up with a line of that you were doing it because you stood against something, and as a free speech being your First Amendment in protesting or saying things, which is not a cult or a religion, it's your government. So you haven't learned that you're free to say it because you have free will. You are not free from the consequences. And when you admitted those things and took glee and joy in those things, that's where you didn't do yourself any service.
Yeah.
But I, for one, disagree with Flea and MLH and 99% of the chat when they say to shut the fuck up. I say you have every right to self-incriminate for popularity contest if that's what you choose to do. Sometimes you have to stand on a sword. And since you have said that all real protesters go to jail, I support your right to go to jail. And I think you did a bang up job in showing and doing that evidence.
Yeah, I think
but that's only me. I'm not on the jury. So, my opinion means absolutely nothing.
I think it goes one step further, Ellie. I think I do support his right not only go to jail, but prison. So, I mean, we talked about it before, him Ricoing himself, right? Hockstettering himself up. And that's, unfortunately after, I mean, it's going to be relentless. I mean, if you will forever be known as a verb from that point out, purely from on that point out. Every time somebody gets into any legal trouble and fucks it up, wants to represent themselves and fucks it up, you're not part of that. Literally 3% of people that get out of crimes that they commit based on your own knowledge of the law and don't hire a lawyer. You're part of that 3%.
Well, and he did say, in all fairness, that maybe going to prison won't be so bad because at least he'll have a place to sleep, shower, people will bring him food, he gets to just hang out. So he's not as objective to, as he says, sometimes being put in a cage. I mean, technically, you're not in a cage. You're in a building with walls, and there's a window and a door. You might not be able to open the door, but it's not a cage like you go to the zoo.
He's like, he's psyching himself up for this thing. We don't even have
window to the wall.
You know what? Honestly,
oh, you bitches! Sorry.
Yeah,
you would be surprised how many unhoused people do stupid crimes just so they can get a hot meal and a shower, just so they can get arrested. It happens.
Homeless. I guess he is homeless. Now, do you think they'll force him to use soap in jail? Or do you think the general population will force him?
The general population will absolutely insist that he take a shower.
Yeah.
The guards aren't going to do that. The guards might want to, but they cannot control that as much as they try to encourage it. But inmates aren't going to like the stinkiness.
Yeah.
And he's probably not going to have a cell to himself. So his roommate's going to have an issue with not showering.
Wow. I mean, we weren't too far off when we said he's going to have Bubba as a roommate. Now, Bubba is just a general blank slate term for a roommate. Yes, Bernie.
Bubba's not going to be his roommate. That's going to be his
visitor, his nighttime visitor,
his nighttime party.
I don't want to get into
it.
Well, comment from KT PETA. Let's not forget him singing at La Poubelle. If it weren't for date R, I'd never get laid. Well, he did. He did do that, KT. Brandon, what's up, Brandon? Nice to have you here. Says, I don't think the judge will give him the time of day because the evidence, and he will scream that he did not get a fair trial, even though he has no defense.
But here's the thing on that, Brandon, is it's not up to the judge. I think people are forgetting and they keep talking about the judge. The judge's role in this trial is only to keep the order of law into their courtroom and to make sure that each part, whether it be the state or the defense, follows the law. It's going to be up to a jury. A jury is going to decide this, not a judge. The only thing the judge is going to get to do is if there is a verdict of guilty, they will be casting what the punishment will be based on what the state says, based on what the defense says, based on any character witnesses, pro or against. The judge is only allowed to state what's legal, not legal. That's it.
just
Yeah.
thought of something.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Do you think that he is putting all of this out there on the internet so he can claim that he can't get a fair trial?
Hmm.
Um,
That's a
I
good
think,
question. I don't think he's
in
that
my
stupid.
opinion,
Hmm.
he is doing this to just in case to continue support, to have money on the books and things from his supporters, and hoping maybe somehow a um, somebody does something with jury nullification or something. Perhaps somebody might hear something. If it comes up enough, most people watch YouTube. Maybe eventually it comes across. Maybe somebody looks something up when they're not supposed to. I think he's counting on something like that,
So
in my opinion.
he's hoping to catch a catfish a juror.
No, I didn't say catfish, but you can sway somebody's opinion because let's be honest, even though as a juror you're not supposed to talk about anything that happens in the case, sometimes people go ahead and do that anyway, thinking it won't get anywhere. So if they talk to somebody and they talk to somebody and somebody's like, yeah, I have a friend, and they say, oh, I seen that Scientology thing, but because all of his baskets are into this is him against Scientology, because he cannot, bless his heart, he cannot understand this is not him against Scientology. This is him against the state of California. Since he has a hard time getting past that point, it's very hard. That's why I'm saying, because he can't understand that concept, most things that he has that he wants to present as evidence, there's going to be objections to. And the judge is
Right.
going to have to say no, because that's not what it is. Scientology, as much as, whatever feelings we all have about them, did not make you take that sign, did not make you touch that reef, did not make you throw those horses, did not make you, touch the planters or things that didn't belong to you. The alleged, because I didn't even see if it's true or not true, wheat paste, any type flyers, whether it really did or didn't have a seal, or the seal was just made to look like it. I don't know if it really was a seal or not seal. I got no idea because I didn't see it. You know what I mean? Somebody can send it to MLH if you have it, because I'm interested to see it, because I don't know. So because I haven't seen it, I can't. But it's based on his actions. You can't say it's like, well, the devil made me do it. You can't say that. You can't say that Scientology made you do it. You did it because you wanted to, for your moment of fame, which you took because you stated that you were bringing awareness. You is what you said.
Right.
That's unfortunate that you said that. He did. He did use the word martyr, and he said he was a martyr. You made that comment. I can't help what comes out of your mouth. I can only critique, in my humble opinion, where mistakes might have happened. But I, for one, unlike my fellow panelists or chatters, am really happy that you have spoken up so we can keep informed along the process of what happened. Because Becky's only one point, and she can only tell us what happened in court, but we don't really know the back scene of things that are happening. So we thank you for sharing those things, because
Yes.
without you, we wouldn't have that.
I agree wholeheartedly. I agree. Let me get to. Hold on one second. Let me get to some comments. I got to get caught up here. Cafe Life, I didn't forget about you. Thank you for being here. He constantly is squawking about the YouTube channels he's helped build. Besides Crackhead Kenny, name one, just one. Oh, he boasts that big time. Look, I hate to compare myself to Man Bear Pig, but I've got a couple of people up here that can actually attest to the difference I've made in certain streamers' YouTube count. Okay, he has done nothing for nobody. Okay, I
Well,
have
not unless it benefited him in some way.
right. I I can't count. I can't remember the number of channels that I've helped get even small milestones. Right, we helped someone. I can't remember who the other day we helped get to. Maybe it was Brandon. I think it was Brandon. I helped Brandon get to 50. Right, I've helped people get to 5,000. I've helped people, get 500 milestones. I know one of the big ones that I helped was John Eagle, who will pop in from time to time. And John Eagle um, channel is up over 100,000 now. I helped him get to um, his goal of 500, and I think that's really cool. The ability to help others, right? And that's a huge thing. So yeah, he hasn't helped anybody, right?
And that's
He
not true either.
Okay,
Uh,
go ahead,
uh,
Ellie.
there's another way to look at that.
Hmm.
Maybe he has helped some people who have not been able to get justice for things that have happened to them get justice in another way. So technically, you could look at that as an assist.
Ellie, that's I mean, that is a stretch, but okay. All right, I guess. I guess. I mean, whatever. I
I don't
mean,
know. I mean, some people are happy that this situation is happening and the possibility of him going to prison because of things that have happened to them. Am I wrong?
uh,
So I think
No, no,
those
you're
people
right.
are
That's a
thinking
good.
that this is justice. I mean, let's talk about Jay Lynn and her RO and how she feels that the judge was not fair and didn't allow Matt to talk or provide all of her evidence. I'm sure that she is in some way extremely thrilled with the possibility of double-digit years in sentencing. I'm sure she is. There are a lot of people who can look at it as a positive because maybe they didn't have enough evidence for things, or maybe they didn't have a fair um, process in their state. I'm just picking one person out just for that. I mean, look, Hot Mess seems like she might be a little bit giddy inside. I don't know. It could be the laughing emoji. Well, nope, I was right. She just said I'm one. So, her giddiness, she's taking as, a win for her because she has felt one way, and not everybody is strong enough to bring charges or go through processes because they just don't want more attention for whatever reason. So, this has helped people in a way. I mean, think about it. Some people were not in chat before that are here because of the type of stream that you have that are bringing people together that have been hurt or judged unfairly because they've been targeted by people that he did not like or agree with or want. So to me, I'm curious, and they don't have to, but if you feel that what I'm saying could ring true to you, and that you might feel a little giddy inside that there's this possibility rendering over of some accountability, put a 1 in chat. I'm just curious how many people, because these are people that he would have assisted with then. So if you feel that this is an assist for you and he's helping you through your healing process, nothing wrong with that either way. I'm just saying that everything's not always black and white, MLH. Sometimes there are things that help certain people that might not help others. You know what I mean?
yeah, I hear you. I guess I got to look at the positives when it comes to him, right, Ellie? Like we got to stay positive for the man bear pig. We can't just have our own opinions and form our opinions based on facts. I mean, we gotta look at the totality of things, right, Ellie? I mean, everything, everything. We can't just say we think this and that without taking his feelings into account, right? I mean,
Well, I mean, everybody has a side. You don't have to like it, but everybody has a side. And, I have always said that I don't always agree and most times I don't with government and how they control things, or the Constitution, because I think there's always ways to misinterpret what you want. That's why you can have one law in the English language, but yet both sides can argue that same law based on how they perceive it. So everything is perception. Okay. Yeah. So to me, I'm trying to learn that this perception, okay, whether we like it or not, should still have a process. It's going to be the jury's perception based on if they think that the evidence provided from the state proves the case beyond a reasonable doubt. And it absolutely should be. Now, thank goodness I do not live in LA County. And thank goodness that I would not be picked for the jury and that I could not because of my own fees involved. And because I know more about the case than what is going to be allowed to be shown in court, in all fairness, because there's going to be so many objections that I got to witness that the jury will never get to see. But if I was on that jury, I would absolutely, for the charges that I have seen, say that he's guilty. Because that's what I witnessed. I got to hear what he said before, during, and after. The jury is not going to hear everything that we've heard. You have to think about that. And there's going to be wins on both sides, whether we like it or not. The state's going to object to things, and as some's going to be overruled, some's going to be sustained. Same thing with the defense. Both sides are going to make objections. It's going to be a matter of fact and rule. And some of us might not like the outcome, and some of us might. That's where opinions come in. What would we do?
Objection, Your Honor. That rainbow colored picture that they're showing, rainbows aren't actually for gay people. Okay, they're for everybody. Objection, Your Honor.
7 subs. Look at that.
Yeah.
7 subs.
Listen.
You are being very ungrateful.
Yeah.
Listen, Linda.
Look.
Rainbows they make people gay. You can't convince me otherwise. If you look at one, it's all over.
Public. Good SP. Let's get you up to 50, dude. I'm sure we could do that. We can get if not now, later, we'll get you up to 50, man. That's a big all right, Yankee. Go ahead, Flea.
Oh, yeah, because I got to dip out pretty soon. The kid gets out of school, but it kind of brought me back to when I was saying earlier that these abuses have to be adjudicated in a court of law, or else it's just slander and libel and everything else. I think that he believes he's going to be the one to do that. But the problem with that is it has to be the victim bringing a case against Scientology. It can't be done through this case. So if that's the idea that he has, that he thinks is going to come of all this, it's not. And what Ellie said is absolutely true. It has to, anything that's presented has to do with the matter at hand. You can't just bring any damn thing up that you feel like bringing up, right? Because the fact that Scientology may have been were definitely abusive to other people doesn't have a lot to do with you committing crimes, right? You can say that was your reasoning, but if it's not proven and you can't bring it, you can't bring the evidence because that's not what this case is about. So I think that he thinks that's what he's gonna do, but there's only, like Ellie said, there's only certain things you can bring in discovery, and they have to do with the matter at hand. So if that's the belief he has, I think that's gonna be a rude awakening.
Yeah. Look, in 10 seconds, I got as many subs as Man Bear Big did for a good SP. They're up to 14. So yeah, I mean, boy, he really did you a good one, Good. You know, thank you, Good. I know you're not looking for subs, but it was a good exercise and a good point being made. Thank you, Flea. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Um, we're not going to
I
be.
mean, and in fact, I think this case hurts survivors
Yeah,
simply because he was so, he's been so abusive to them on a live stream. I mean, and behind the scenes and not even with the jury. I think this harms chances for future court cases because of the libel and slander aspect of it, which is unfortunate,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Yep, I agree. On the screen is just if Cricket Cinema is still here. This is what happens when you put "Who is Scott Hochstetter" in there. So, you know, I mean, I'm not going to be sued for this because this is Chat GG. If you want to sue somebody, sue Google. See how that works out for you. But I love this over here. On social media and in certain expose or watchdog style pages, he is portrayed as a controversial figure accused of harassment, stalking content creators, hate crimes, etc. There's also skepticism and accusations that he might be an agent provocateur in the anti-Scientology movement. Ooh, man, if that's what you're known for on Chat GPT, oof, you
Oh,
know,
yikes.
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
That's
Type it
crap.
in for yourself, everybody. You know, I mean, see what they think. You know. All right.
I do want
Uh,
to add something else that I heard, if that's okay.
yeah,
I don't want to say what stream I heard it on,
yeah,
but I do want to say that, listen, I have never told anybody to do or not to do anything.
hmm,
What I have said is people have the right to do what they want.
yes,
But just as a little friendly advice, just friendly advice, not legal advice, I don't think it's a good idea for people on any stream, which I have heard it on more than one, to threaten people because they may or may not have sent any information that they deem relevant to the district attorney. And the reason that's probably not a good idea is because then it is like threatening a witness, somebody who actually saw something occur. And just like if somebody was at their house and they witnessed a accident or saw that on their door cam, and we've seen Ring doorbell evidence being entered into things like Darrell Brooks's trial, for example. You can't threaten people that you're going to go after them or that you're going to get an RO against them or that you're going to sue them because you are threatening somebody who could be a potential witness for either side to not speak up or come forward with evidence. It's not a good look. Please don't do that. If somebody wants to send something, that's up to them. If they don't want to send something, that's up to them too. But you are actually interfering with the legal process when you tell a citizen that they are threatened of some type of a recourse because they decide to share what they deem as evidence. If the district attorney does not feel that it's evidence, they won't use it. Shh, secret.
I
But
know.
you threatening them to go after them, to get restraining orders, to do civil litigations, any of that is a crime. Stop doing that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it's not a good thing for you to tell others what they can and cannot do. Okay? I don't need to send anything to the district attorney. I'm sure he's watching. I'm sure he is, but maybe he missed something and somebody feels it's important, or, sometimes they're long streams. So they want to say, hey, I witnessed this, this is this, and maybe the district attorney will. But you saying you're going to subpoena everybody's email, or that, you're going to file a restraining order, or this, you're guilty of, defamation per se is concerning, that you are tampering with the legal process yourself. And just because you represent yourself doesn't mean you're not held accountable to those things. Now, I don't know if the district attorney is going to care that you're doing that. I have no idea. I'm just trying to help for future things, that nobody, even if it's a chatter, don't tell anybody what to do either way. Don't suggest it. Don't say you should. Don't say you shouldn't. If you want to say you did, great. If you want to keep your mouth shut and exercise that right to zip it, great. Nobody cares. I'm just saying it doesn't look good that because you feel somebody has said something, or that they want to share something, or they want to communicate with the state, which is their legal right to do so, that there are consequences for those actions. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
a very good point. This all could come off as very threatening to people who even just speak out against him.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, if I wanted to send something to the DA, and listen, I don't, but if I did, I would absolutely feel threatened that I can't, because that attack has been out there. So I, for one, am like, whoa, but I have enough things going on too. So I got to deal with me. I pick and choose when I come on the internet, but I'm just saying for others who are vested in this situation and feel that maybe they want to give an assist, like the defense has people to give assist. The defense has asked people to send him screen recordings of other streamers and things like that. So you don't get to ask for assistance from the YouTube world and say that the state can't. You're trying to sway something into a one-sided thing, and that's not how this works. And again, my feelings on Scott are mute. They mean absolutely nothing. I'm not going to be there for the trial. I have no evidence. I have nothing to offer it. All I can do is watch, as much as I've watched so many cases. I'm just saying that when people keep going after people because somebody tells you to, you can't target harass people. So
and I wanted to point out, when you threaten people, for example, right now he's threatening to bring lawsuits against I don't know who all, but that is another constitutional violation. Wouldn't you agree that that could be another constitutional violation?
I don't know, to be honest, if that falls under the Constitution as much as it falls under the law of tampering with witnesses or potential witnesses or evidence. You cannot threaten somebody that if they bring forth evidence that is not in your favor, you can't do that. It's just, I don't know why his legal support is not helping with that. Don't do that. And trust me, you don't have to like me. I know that. But I'm just telling you, no way can even his bestest buddy say that that's okay. That, and we've all heard it, and other channels have the clips, that and I've heard it, that you've asked people to assist you, even just recently. Hey, I need help with this. I need help with this. I'm building this. You're asking strangers on the internet to come forward to take evidence, to conglomerate this evidence, to put this evidence together and to help assist you all in one nice, neat little package. But you're saying that the state can't have that. You can't do that. I mean, I'm just trying to make sense here. If I'm not, tell me. You know what I mean? Even the trolls, tell me. I'm just saying it just doesn't, you can't have it one-sided.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think I would agree with you, Ellie. We're way over time here, and I know Flea has to get out of here. I just want to say it's going to be interesting from here on out. Nannies, I see your comment. the judge isn't gonna just let him go off on multiple streams of consciousness and BS like his chat entertains all the time. I think Ellie hit on a lot of great points here, and I think that's a lot to ponder. And
Ellie's the brains of this operation.
No, no,
no,
no, no. I'm just
Sure.
trying to look at all angles and be fair. I truly am. I'm trying to be fair to both sides. You know, it's hard to have a fair trial when you keep saying things that don't assist in that fair trial because
Right. And
the
is
state
that
is going to
intentional?
use it.
Is that intentional on his part, though? Which occurred to me.
Well, he can't say that he has inadequate counsel because he gave that right up when he went pro se. So he can't argue that. That's out of the book. You have no right. The only grounds he can appeal on is if the judge did something and ruled on a motion or a fact or didn't allow something that he had a constitutional right to have in, and that would have changed the outcome of whatever the jury's verdict is. That's the only way that there can be an appeal. He can't appeal because he doesn't like the judge. The judge isn't deciding innocence or guilt. You know, and you can't sue the jury because they're protected. So I don't know, with all of your experience that you have repeatedly said that you have in the courtroom, which really isn't anything to brag about, in my opinion, because the DA might use that too, and that's not going to look good because it's on your other streams. So I'm just saying that it doesn't look good to brag that you've been in court or that you've had 13 or 15 ROs or that's so many that you can't count. Like, that's not a selling feature. You know what I mean? It just,
right, right.
I wouldn't think of that as a positive to bring up.
Well,
Not.
again, that's look, that's a perfect way to end this. It comes full circle when we say, shut the fuck up. Really, just shut the fuck up for your own good. That's it. I think.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Do you have a final thought, Bernie, before we get out of here?
I can't stand him, and I just wish he would be quiet and stop giving us all migraines.
In
Well,
his defense, he does have a right to incriminate himself.
that's right. That's right. And in his defense, he's gonna have many more headache-inducing moments between now and when he gets sentenced to Bernie. So, ham it up. What's up? Nice to have you here. We're just about ready to end here. I want to thank Ellie and Flea for being up here. We were gonna do a emergency hearing, which will probably occur before we get on with the verdict and sentencing tomorrow on DT. But I thought it was really, really funny. And to the person who sent me that clip, it's an all timer. It's a great one, and thank you very much for sending that because it provided us with endless content today. But thanks to both of these panelists and Bernie.
Can I have my final thought? Because you asked,
No.
but then you didn't let me.
Yeah, I mean, I got one more thing to say, and then I'm dipping out. And
Yeah, I
Ellie
just got
needs a
one more
final
thing.
thought.
No, just kidding. Go ahead, Lee, and then Ellie.
I just trying to say I did try to remain objective today and look at this from a viewpoint as if I were a juror, which obviously is very difficult to do. But I don't think anything that I said was not true. It doesn't look good, guy. It just doesn't. I think anybody with a common sense outside the situation would see that. However, Ellie did make a good point. It just takes one. But the fact that he filmed himself doing all this, it's not going to bode well. And honestly, my honest advice is to stop incriminating yourself. Really.
We're trying to help
Every
you.
time, every day. Huh?
We're trying to help him out, Flea.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I was so happy to see chat today. I'm always happy to see you, chat. MLH, not so much, but
How dare you, Paige? Paige, yeah, I'm gonna put you in the corner, Paige. Juju Travel says he's getting rather gigantic. Oh my. Well, I mean, he's even bigger than the photo I'm showing you there.
I did mention his
chachangas or
cha-
chahangas.
his chahangas.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
I
they're
know.
bigger than mine.
All right, Ellie,
Whew.
go ahead.
My final thought is listen, Scott, do not listen to MLH or Flea or chat. Do not, please, for the love of God,
Yeah.
do not shut the fuck up. Because I am a nosy bitch and I want to know exactly what you're going to do because I'm enjoying watching. I think this content is phenomenal of sharing what your defense is. So I don't care what these people are saying. Listen, you stand by that free speech. You have the right to say it. Don't worry about self incrimination or any of that other shit, okay? Because those are consequences you got to be willing to take if you said something about your government, which you're not. Because from my experience, you have been sucking up quite a lot to the judge, who is not going to decide your fate, by the way. It's the
Right.
jury you might want to work on. But to me, I say, do not shut the fuck up because honestly, you are one of the only channels that I watch because I want to know what's going to happen next. It's like a train wreck that I can't look away.
Yeah.
You know, as devastating as it might be, I got to watch it. So
Yeah.
please don't stop. Don't listen to these people. Show everything. Show all your discovery that you didn't hand in, thinking you're going to hand it in the day of. By all means, teach us what it's like to build an AI better than ChatGPT or Google. I want to learn everything it is that you and your stand-up legal team have to offer.
Yeah.
Everything. So say it with pride. And I mean that. Don't shut the fuck up, in my opinion, because I find it entertaining. So
Oh,
I want it to
are
keep
you
going.
not entertained?
I
Yeah.
am actually
Also,
entertained.
also,
I
the media is not your friend.
Well, the media could be. It probably won't, but it could be. Probably not in this case. I mean, my opinion is nobody going to show up from mainstream media. But since you invited all of the influencers, I
Oh,
just want to let you know that I consider Pincha Becky to be a major influencer. So I, for one, am glad that you invited her because it only needs one opinion to think. I mean, actually, maybe other people. If you think that Becky can be an influencer and should be at the trial, you can put a one in chat so we can see that it's not just me. I mean, that's up to you. But I say that she absolutely goes. Anybody who wants to go,
later
whether you have
syndrome.
a channel or not, go by all means.
Yeah. I think I should go to the sentencing at least. If I have a um enough head start, like if I know it's coming down the last day, and that's when they do the sentencing, or maybe they put it off for a week or whatever, and there's a sentencing day, then I wouldn't mind making a trip to LA. Can you imagine that?
Well, according to chat so far,
Yeah.
it looks like chat feels that Pincha Becky is a influencer.
Yeah.
So, for whatever reason that is that they feel that way, technically, Becky, you have been invited by the defense
Yeah.
because he said influencers, and since chat considers him an influencer,
Oh, well,
well, she gets to go.
if you guys consider me an influencer, maybe I'm invited too. If you do MLH, do your hair first and look pretty. I always look pretty, KT Peta. I mean, how dare you say that? I'm always
Yeah, I mean that was a loaded statement. It's not just maybe gonna be influencers that you like.
yeah, that's right. I mean, might be people that might not be so sympathetic towards you, you know. All right. Anything else, you two, before I do my final thoughts and we get the fuck out of here? No?
Nope,
Okay.
just
Um,
bring on the content.
oh, I can't wait for it.
Sharing is caring.
You know, somebody tried to convince themselves that this channel was predicated on anything that Man Bear Pig does. And for the past few months, that's been true. But my channel is not predicated on what Scott does. Okay. I I wear many hats. I've said this before, literally and figuratively. And pretty soon, you guys are going to see truly what this channel is made of. And you know, there's lots to come even after post Scott, once he gets sentenced or once he gets exonerated, right? Because you are innocent until proven guilty, right? So join us tomorrow for another rousing rendition of DT. We're going to have a emergency hearing tomorrow before we get the verdict and the sentencing. We'll do all of that tomorrow and more, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So I hope you guys join us tomorrow. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Let's get up to 100 if we haven't gotten 100 already. I appreciate to all the people that contributed monetarily to the stream. Anna from Canada twice with gifted memberships and with a $10 super chat. Good SP with the 5 gifted and becoming a member again. Thank you very much. And Shannon, thank you for becoming a member again. Everybody, have a great rest of your day. I will see you all. Oh, Club Brain Fog's going to be on at 3 Pacific time. So head on over to
Pacific time?
yeah, Pacific. So an hour from now.
Pacific time.
Pacific. But I'm using this.
Pacific.
It's Pacific time. Specific time. Okay, it's specific time. Make sure you join Club Brain Fog in about an hour. Just a sassy, wonderful channel to check out. I love it. And you guys take care. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Dial 988 if you're in mental health trouble. Okay. Later, everybody. I got to get out of here.
Bye.
Bye. I'm waiting for this shit to get over, you guys, so we can do funny things about other stuff.
Oh, bye. Say bye, Bernie.
Bye, Bernie.
Bye, Barney.
I already gave you your final thoughts. Don't look at me with those
I'm
eyes.
glad Ellie came up. You can give Bernie a final thought. What an ass.
Yeah, she did.